Hello. Bernie, thank you for the sub with Prime. I appreciate it. Thank you. And hello, my lovely boobies. Happy Monday. It was Monday. You know, I hope that some of y'all had better, you know, like fancy Mondays where the Monday is magically really good. That would be wonderful. You know, that would be really cool. I'd be really happy to hear that some of us had like really nice Mondays. I didn't have a bad Monday. It was just like a standard Monday, which, you know, isn't the worst thing in the world, but Mondays do happen to be like one of the busiest days of the week in general for me and at work. And, you know, it is what it is, you know, but like it wasn't terrible. Oh, I'm stressed the frick out. Oh, I'm so sorry. Today was pretty busy, but not terrible. That's good. I'm glad. Good Monday. Is that possible? I'm sure it's possible somewhere for someone. Tasty pierogi, though. Yes. I did overcook them a little bit, so they were a little bit crunchy. But they were still good. They're still pierogi, you know? I do like pierogi. Just full of holes. I hope they're like, you know, like small holes or like good holes and not like a bonus trach or something, you know? I hope you don't have like new holes that are not like, you know? Probably better slightly overcooked than undercooked. I mean, they're really kind of fine. It's a pierogi. They're wonderful. I love them. How dare they be done streaming yesterday? The day I was back. What do you mean? That's crazy. That's wild. That's insane. Oh, it's hot, but nothing out of the ordinary. Yeah. It was warm. It wasn't, I wouldn't say it was hot here today, but like tomorrow is gonna be hot and the next day is gonna be even more hot. And then off-Kai is gonna be hot and I regret my existence, but that's fine. Cute girls. Just tiny needle holes. Oh, okay. I mean, I would hate those too, but those are much better to live with than like, you know, like if you had like an ostomy bag or something and you had like a new hole in your abdomen or like a new hole to breathe out of or something, you know? I feel like those would be much worse things, for sure. So I'm glad it was just poking needle holes, you know? Yeah. Yep. Off-Kai will probably be slightly cooler than now. Yeah, I'm annoyed because yesterday when I looked at the weather for San Jose, it was like, it's gonna be like 23 degrees. And I was like, oh, wonderful. I can deal with that. And then I looked today and it was like, it's gonna be like 27 degrees. Why? Why have you done this? I was perfectly happy with the 23. Why did you feel the need to make it so much higher? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? I don't appreciate it. I was quite pleased with the previous temperature, thank you very much. Please put it back. Whatever it is, what it is. Oh, juice box. I hope the mega depressed doesn't, you know, follow you too much until or even through con. That's no fun at all. I feel it though, but I hope it's, you know, something that you know, it can be finished beforehand and it's not gonna stress you out and depress you out too much longer, because that's no fun. That's no fun at all. That's a 0 out of 10. Do not appreciate. You know, bonus depression is never fun. Never ever fun. 0 out of 10. Do not recommend. As someone who sometimes gets bonus depression, 0 out of 10. Do not recommend. It's very unfun to deal with. So I'm very sorry you're dealing with that, juice box. That's bullshit. I hope you have some things to like squish. Yeah. Had to take a break, but it also means prep work delayed. Yeah, that's a mood. That's a mood. Come on in. I have another thing to record today, and then I also have early morning appointment. That is really my own fault. It's also really not that early morning. It's at like fucking noon, but still. Lieutenant Chumsy, thank you for the 12 months. We're all getting ready for Hofkai. Yeah, we're saluting our wallets for surezies. Oh my god, Mel sent me an image of what she's going to have of me at the booth, and it's really fucking cute. It's really fucking cute. I'm not off work starting now. No, I still have work tomorrow. I have to get up early. For those of you who don't know, I did mention it very briefly in my in the Discord earlier. I was like, I'm gonna get my nails done, because I've only ever gotten my nails done once before in my life. I've only ever had one manicure before, and I was like, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna be fancy. And then I thought I canceled it. I thought I canceled the appointment, because I was like, I don't fucking need that. I don't fucking need. Anyway, yeah, it was scheduled on a work day, which is also part of the reason I canceled it. I was like, look, A, I'm not fucking crazy. I'd rather sleep. B, I'm not a fancy lady. I don't need that shit. But I was like, oh, but I also have some cute girls, and I'll make them think I'm a fancy lady. But I thought I canceled it, but then I got a text today that was like, please remember that, like, you have an appointment tomorrow at blah, blah, blah for getting your nails done. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Anyway, so I've got an appointment tomorrow to get my nails done at noon. Only once? Surely that's not right. Did you not get a No, I've had a manicure once in my life. And whilst I got said manicure, I also got nails done, and I fucking hated them because they were too long, and I hated them, and I got them for a convention, and then I immediately got them taken off. This time, they're just painting my actual nails. To be fair, my actual nails are currently longer than they usually would be, because I thought I was gonna do my own nails. I actually practiced. I was like, all right, I'm gonna do my own nails. I even bought a new nail polish. Well, that's going to waste now. Yeah, I was like, so I actually already, I grew out my nails. I like shaped them kind of decently. Sort of. I don't fucking know. They're like, they're kind of, you know what, I'm sure that the person at the salon is gonna be like, what the fuck did you do to your nails? And I'm gonna be like, I don't know, fix it. So, yeah. Anyway, so I'm getting those done tomorrow. And I'm kind of stressed about it because, I don't do nail stuff, so I don't ever people, they're gonna last time I went in, they like cut the shit out of my cuticles and like along the side of my nails and all the, you know, they like push your skin and they like shove and all. I don't know, I don't do that shit. I don't do cuticle care. I just like, I don't fucking, they're gonna cut my cuticles and shit for surezies, cause like whatever, does anyway. Suddenly that sounds less relaxing. I mean, it's relaxing to people who like do it often and like are used to it, but like I'm not. Like I said, I've gotten one manicure before, and it was like near a decade ago at this point. It was specifically for a cosplay because the character had like long nails, and I was like, I'm gonna have long nails too. Yeah, hated that shit, never went back again. But yeah, apparently fucking I canceled things in my head. I don't know if this is a problem that anyone else has, where you like you do things in your head, but you don't actually do them. But you like are totally convinced that you did. Because this is a thing I do, not super often, but also like not infrequently, you know? I hate those dreams. Like, look, I fully convinced myself that I canceled this appointment, and apparently I did not. And now I'm like, I have to figure out what the fuck I'm getting on my nails tomorrow. Because I don't fucking know. I don't do my nails. Look, if I had known I was gonna get my nails done, I would have done it last week before the wedding, because that would have fucking made sense. You know? That would have fucking made sense. But you know what? Here I am, and I have to figure out what to put on my nails, and I feel like I'm just gonna show up and I'm gonna be like, this is me. I would like the can you use my favorite colors? Can you please? My colors? Yes. Anyway, that's the general hope. Taking the varnish you bought? You mean the $6 nail polish? No, I'm not bringing in my own nail polish. I'm definitely going to get them to use their fancy shit. All right, look, if I'm paying money just for someone else to do my nails and shit, I'm not using my crap. Yeah, counting the bra as well, why not? Also, hello, Zelgis, hello. Main color, blue, yeah. You guys would love me if I was blue, right? You guys would love me if I was blue. Yes. Okay, one of you would love me if I was blue. Maybe two of you would love me if I was blue. I would send the lyrics to I'm Blue every week if you did. Crazy, wild. We love you, Vtubers. What's her name? Violet Beauregard from Willy Wonka, of course. Yeah. What do you mean you being blue? Well, because you guys were saying that about you know my main. Oh yes, my main color, blue. You know, so like, so you would love me if I was blue too, right? Right. Yeah. I'm blue. If I were green, I would die. If I were green, I would die. If I were green, I would die. Except green is my favorite color. Quite like that one, I wouldn't die, because I'm already dead. Yeah, as long as the blue isn't your skin. Waverly, I'm a ghost. Waverly. Waverly, I'm a ghost. I don't. Ah. Yeah, my inside's already blue. You know? I mean, I can read the translations of what you're saying in Japanese, but I don't speak Japanese, so I can't really technically respond to you, you know? That's my problem, Mr. Man. Apologies. Gomen, wakanai. Nihongo no jouzu. Gomen. I just started calling you a blue Vtuber's name. Yeah, YouTube translates it for you, so I can see it. Yeah, everything is auto-translated, and it's really funny because 99% of the time, it's not actually translating something from another language. It's only translating people speaking in English, and it's really fucking funny sometimes. But yes, I can read when other people type in other languages, but I can't respond. Yeah. You don't need to do the same things as a group of people with severe depression. But I have severe depression. but I have severe depression. So if I didn't do what the people with severe depression are doing, then I would have to do something that I don't want to do. You know? It translated for me. It's really funny that it just translated to Pekoe is cute. Even though you said cute as well. When you laugh saying it like that, I don't know how serious you are. I mean, I'm medicated for it. You know? But it's also one of those things that I feel like a lot of the time, people who deal with like mental health issues, we tend to laugh about it a lot. We tend to joke about it a lot, right? It's just like a thing. It's kind of a coping mechanism, but it's also just kind of us like normalizing our like general state of being. Yeah. So like, if you notice, there's a lot of like Vtubers or content creators who will kind of like mock their own like health issues, be it physical or mental. It's just kind of like a general coping mechanism, you know? But I think a lot of us have realized that like it's the sort of darker humor that we use to cope with it, it can make other people feel like uncomfortable or sad. So I try not to do it like as much as I generally used to, but I know that I still do it. I know I'm sorry that it makes some of you sad. I don't even do it on purpose. It's just kind of like, you know, it's just sort of like, it's become like very much like a normal thing for me. Also, thank you for the hydrate. But yeah. I've heard some of the darkest of dark humor in another job, so nothing like that phases me now. Yeah. Right, there's definitely certain jobs where you also tend to gain a darker sense of humor. Yeah. What do you mean I'm crazy? I am crazy about the boobies, but I'm not crazy. That's wild. That's insane. That's what I do. It's there. What else can you do but laugh at it? Yeah. Right? It's one of those things where, it's, you know, it's my general standard of living. So, like, I might as well just exist with it anyway, right? Like, it's gonna be there no matter what. It's a chronic condition. Like, it's not just gonna magically cure itself, right? So, like, a lot of people, you know, like, depression or anxiety, or, you know, if you have anything, you know, I used to have a friend with, like, BPD, and she would joke about that all the time. You know, like, people who deal with just about any sort of health or mental health condition, you'll joke about it, because, like, that's just sort of how we deal with those kind of things. You know, like me, like I sometimes will joke about like, oh yeah, like my body's falling apart, ha ha ha. You know, but like also, used to have depression in my 20s. Yeah, I mean, I've always had it, but it got really bad. Like in my like late 20s, leading into my 30s. A hot moment ago. Well, it literally wasn't that long ago, but like, you know, it kind of feels like it. I've been on the same medication for a while now for it, and it works for both my depression and my anxiety, which is great, which is wonderful. You know, I only meant to be medicated for depression, but I'll fucking take I'll take any of the bonuses that it fucking gives me, thank you very much. You know, I spent a long time, I've told you guys before, but like, you know, I've spent a long time kind of convincing myself that I didn't need medication. You know, I'm pretty good at like talking myself down, and I would just have like internal arguments, and I would get out of like certain headspaces, and then it was once I started losing those arguments where I was like, oh, okay, maybe I need to go get that medication. You know, even going back to like high school. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh Oh yeah. It's a really good thing that high school teenage Pekoe she thought she was hot shit, man. She thought she was such hot shit. It is so good that she was in fact an idiot. Girl tried real hard at one point to hang herself in a tree and miscalculated the length of rope that she would take. I can laugh about it now. I know that some of you are probably gonna find this like super sad. I can laugh about it now though. It's me, you know? She was stupid. Teenagers are stupid. You know, you take the emotions that you deal with as an adult and you multiply that by a bajillion because you're dealing with, you know, all the things that teenagers have to deal with, all the social pressures, all the school pressures, all the, you know, all that kind of stuff. And yo, yeah, fucking laugh. What else are you gonna do about it, you know? So like, that went 0 to 60 real fast. Sorry. It's kind of how I am. But like, and after that, I kind of just, you know, I got much better at dealing with it myself. And then eventually, once I was an adult and I realized, you know, then I got help, right? Because even though I knew I had a problem when I was a teenager, it wasn't so much, I didn't really think about like, hey, this is bad, I should get help for it. You know, I didn't really think like, hey, I should talk to someone or like, hey, I should get medication. It was more the, you know, act on the impulse, like life sucks, everyone hates me and I'm gonna die. And I you know, it's one of those things where I think it gets a little easier to be with as you get older. It's never easy, and I mean, that's why I fucking take medication for it, you know? But like, it's more useful. Not that you should only rely on medication if you also have like really bad depression. Also a therapist is great, you know? For like if you're going through some bonus hard times. You know? Also, you need them to get on and off of medication. So, like, there's also that. But, like, yeah, you know, it is what it is. When you're younger, you just process those thoughts like that. Yeah, it's like, you know, you have a thought and then you go through with it. You don't really think about, like, the consequences of it. Whereas, as an adult, part of the reason that I was like, I need to get help was, like, I didn't want to do that to the people in my life. Like, I don't want to do that to my parents. I don't want to do that to my, like, besties. Right? Like, that's super shitty. You know? Therapy be expensive, though, and I do be broke. Yeah, it does make it a lot harder, especially if you're in a place where healthcare is not free. Which is a lot of people I know, and that's, it kind of sucks because I'm just like, yeah, go do the thing. And then I'm like, oh, except, yeah, I realized that's not actually accessible to everybody. And here it is free, but it can take a long time if it's not considered like emergent, you know? So, yeah. Yeah. One of the reasons I never went to the forest. Yeah, is a heavy pressure. Yeah, I mean, even if you don't believe in ghosts or anything, it's one of those things where, like, you know that there's a history there, and you know it's, like, it has a really, like, solemn story to it, sort of idea. So, yeah. Yeah. I shall live my full and unapologetic life despite everyone. See, that's how I live now, Lollipop. That's very much how I live now. You know? Very much, I'm like, everyone hates me? Great, I'm gonna fucking make it worse. You know? I'm gonna live and it's gonna be their problem. That's kind of the, That's kind of the general takeaway that I live with at this point in my life. To be fair, I do have the crutch of medication. But, you know, I very much do come across, like, go into it nowadays as just being like, all right, well, yeah, fucking my brain's telling me mean things. That's fine, because I'm gonna beat it up. Yeah. Does it really happen when you take you off? I mean, people do come off of their depression meds. There was a short period of time where I was off my depression meds. And then I worked at a workplace. And I went back on my depression meds. You know? So, like, you can get off of them, but then the thing is like, it's, no, not cold turkey, no. It's a slow move off and then a slow move back on if you do go on, and you know, you never know if you need to change the amount that you take or anything like that, right? Yeah. That bad at work? Well, you know, there's times, there's places, there's times, you know? Yeah, you know, it's one of those things, like, I got off of it for a while, but then just with the life existences, you know, for example, if you're already stressed with a lot of outside things, it makes it a lot harder to deal with your own internal things as well. There's just too much on your brain plate. And when there's too much on your brain plate, when you have some sort of like chronic mental illness, the brain plate is not happy that you have done that. And then the brain plate goes to do the things that the brain plate is wired already to do. And in the case of someone with depression, that's not really something you want. You know? Same thing with like anxiety though, right? If people with anxiety get like overly stressed, they're more prone to having things like panic attacks, right? If you have a panic disorder. The brain can only hold so many balls in the air, and some of us can juggle more balls than others. Some of us, you know, we can only have 2 balls in the air, and you know, if both of those balls are stress from outside sources, then like, holy fuck, there's just gonna be a real big backlog of other balls that you don't want. Why balls? That's what you juggle. That's what you juggle! I'm talking about juggling! What the fuck? Maybe you have a few things that stress you individually could be manageable, but it's the togetherness. Yeah. And it's the togetherness plus, like, you already have a chronic issue that you're dealing with, right? Because, like, for depression, like, it can come and go, right? But it's never, like, gone, you know? Like, there are good periods, there are bad periods. But it's always just kind of like, you know, it's just like a stalkery little guy in the background, you know? Sometimes he comes up and pokes you, and sometimes he's just like, you know, like just like a couple of blocks behind or something, you know? But he's always there. Is kind of how it goes, right? And so, like, sometimes other things can exacerbate the little guy, you know? And, like, push him towards you. And sometimes, then, you know, it's fine. Why not bowling pins? Because that's not the first thing that I think of when I think of juggling. Thank you very much. Look, when you learn how to juggle, you don't really think about bowling pins. Maybe beanbags. I don't fucking know. You want to talk about yeah, when your beanbags are in the air. See, you know, as you can see, I'm having a brawl with my little depresso guy right now. Yeah, I'm sorry you have to fucking deal with that right now. It's always before important events, you know? It's always when you've got stuff coming up, and it's such a fucking pain. Because you're already dealing with so much fucking random bullshit. You're already dealing with so much fucking random bullshit, and then your little brain man is like, and me! No, not and you, bitch! Get back in your fucking brain box! Yeah. Fuck ass depression minion ass motherfucker. That's one thing, and that's kind of another way that other than living out of spite and, you know, doing things out of spite, sometimes I also just like to, like, I say like picture, but it's not really picture, but like, you know, I like to characterize my depression as a minion. fucking hate that shit. Are you gonna listen to that? Are you gonna listen to what that fucker says to you? Because I'm surely not. You know? Fuck-ass minions out here. You're terrible and everybody hates you. Wow, I can't believe you. Wow, you're not very good at that. I'm gonna fucking kick that shit to the moon. You know, that's one of the things that I did for a really, really long time is just like, if you can characterize the mean voice in your head as like something that's just like, fuck you, I'm not listening to you, you know? You know, like then it makes it a lot easier for me. This is not like a thing that works for everyone. For me, that makes it easier to be like, that's stupid. Why the fuck would I listen to you? That sounds like me listening to you sounds like a really bad idea. So I'm just gonna do the opposite, you know? So like that can work sometimes too, you know, if you need like a little like bonus like no. To be fair, I deal with a lot of things in my life by mocking them. You know, if you can just like mock something or laugh at it or like, I think that it makes it a little easier to deal with, right? And if you picture things as things that annoy you, it's more easy to just like punt them and ignore them sort of idea. Hi, Jenny. Thank you. I appreciate it. And Jellenwell, thank you for the hydrate. Wow. Reminds me, I got asked to see the new movie. There's a new Minions movie? What the fuck? Why are there more? I'm so... There's also, like... There's parts of Asia that are just obsessed with Minions, and I don't fucking understand that shit, man. I don't understand. I learned to accept my depression, not listening to its words, but accepting where they came from. I know where... I know where a lot of my general issues come from. You know, I can pinpoint. There's a couple of times in my life that I can pinpoint. I'm like, that's where that issue came from. You know, trust issues are a really big issue for me. But like, I don't know. For me, it's like, you know, accepting where they came from never really did anything for me. I'm glad that did for you, though. But that's the thing, though, is like everyone has different things that work for them. And it might not work for someone else, but it's you know, there's a lot of different things that you... That's the thing. That's the problem with mental illness. No one fucking knows what the fuck they're doing. And I'm saying this as like... doctors too. They don't even know why the medication works. They just know it does, and it's why it's really hard to get on the right one, and they'll just throw them at you until you find one that works for your brain. You know? Oh, a red panda, close, you know, close-ish. I am a raccoon. But yeah. They never. No one fucking knows how your brain works, but you. So you have to find the things that work for you. History of the Minions and how they're. What? Oh yeah, there was a break in the 1930s to 1950s. Is crazy. Well, I tried fighting them. It was a no-win struggle. Yeah. So if accepting them and like working along with it works for you, then that works for you, and that's wonderful. I've taken to mocking them. It's been a couple years since I've been on my meds. Yeah, I've been on mine now for a good handful of years for sure. Z's. There was that one period where I was off them for a little bit. Didn't last very long. Recently, I think I've been doing pretty okay. So I have been like half debating, like maybe this will be a good time for me to try to come off them and just see. But maybe you know, maybe I give it a little bit longer. Just wait for. There's some other things going on. I'm like, you know, do you want to come on? It's one of those things. Like I kind of just want to see if I like can. Like if I can be off them right now, you know? It's not like I want to or I need to or anything, but like there is one particular side effect that I could do without. and it's not even the ones that most people would think of, right? Like, a lot of people will think for like depression medication, like one of the big like side effects is that people like will think of, a lot of women especially will think of, is like they tend to have a chance to make you gain weight, and a lot of people really don't like that idea, you know? Tiredness, yes, lethargy is one. To be fair, mine actually kind of helped me with mine, which is also kind of why I'm like, I don't know, low libido. Okay, well, that's just always me, to be fair. So like that's not really a side effect I was worried about. But there are a lot of people who would be worried about that, especially if you're in a relationship, right? Dealing with that kind of thing, right? That's exactly why I decided to get off mine. Yeah, a lot of people, that is actually an incredibly common side effect for it. Depression medication can also have the side effect of making you more depressed at first. That's usually when you're just getting on them. Side effect of anxiety meds is anxiety. Yeah, it's the same thing with depression medication. It's really fucking stupid. Also, though, depression and anxiety medication tends to make you more... It makes you more susceptible to overheating. I am already susceptible to overheating. So summers are fucking terrible. That's part of why I complain so much about the heat. Yeah, like feeling warm. Yes. Like I get too hot really, really fast. It's really, really easy for me to overheat. I would sweat like there's no tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah. I am a little bit sweaty. But that is fine. Now makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I mean, I've always been bad in the heat in general. But the meds make it worse. So that's for me the side effect I would really like to get rid of. I would really like to get rid of that. I got too hot as a child, didn't really feel a change. That's good, that's lucky. I got too hot as a child and it made it worse. It made it worse. Hello, Eddie. Yeah, so that's the one I would most like to get rid of. I did gain some weight on it as well. Not a ton, you know? To be fair, that also could have just been the fact that I am, you know, I did leave my 20s also as I was getting on said depression medication. So really, was it the medication or was it the fact that I turned 30? Who knows? But to be fair, I was very underweight before anyway, so it's not really the hugest deal. Does it make me like, does it like bother me? Sometimes, specifically in the summer where people like wear like, you know, like really small clothes and stuff. Then it's like a little bit like, but like I know logically that it's fine. I look fine, and I don't care generally speaking, you know. But it's those things in your own head, you know, when you've always been a certain way. The weight shock of 30 and up. To be fair, I gained some weight, like it was like that age, and I got on my depression medication at the same time, and I gained some weight, and then it stopped, and it's just been like boop. A nice little plateau from there anyway. It's good to have some meat on your bones. Yeah, so that's the thing is like, I very much was underweight for the majority of my life, right? Hydrocephalus, having bonus water in your brain hole. Yeah. There's bonus water in your head. Brrr, you can shake it. Don't actually shake it, that's bad. You know? Just because I was literally the same weight for like my entire life. So like, sometimes it therefore does bother me when I, like, you know, I can like lean over and there's like a little bit of like pudge instead of like just skin sort of idea, but it is far healthier. Now the only thing I need to do is actually like fucking do exercise other than just going for walks. I walk, but I need to do, you know, I need to do a little bit more. That's normal? Yes, I know that's normal. That's the thing. Like I said, I was incredibly underweight for the majority of my life. So like to the point where like now, the fact that there is any like the fact that there's any fat at all is a change, right? For me, that I've gotten used to it over the last handful of years, so it's fine. But there are times where, just like because it is a more recent change in my life, there are times where I'm just like, oh, well, I'm not really sure I feel comfortable wearing, you know, like a crop top in the same way that I might have used to you know? Essentially, when you grow up and the entire time your waist is like a 24 maximum, like 24 inches maximum, and then you gain some weight and it's not a 24-inch waist anymore. It's not like I'm not big, but I am bigger than I used to be, and sometimes I have to struggle with that. Most of the time, I'm like, oh, it is so much healthier that I am now within like a normal, healthy weight range. Like I am in that healthy weight range. I'm no longer considered underweight. And that's much better. That is much better for me. That is much healthier for me. But, you know, it's still very much something that like, every once in a while it gets in your head, right? It can happen to men, it can happen to women, you know? If it just so happens that you're a certain way for the majority of your life, it can be hard to transition away from that. Yeah, there's brainworms, exactly. Look, we get brainworms over everything. Well, not we, I can't talk for all of us. I get brainworms over everything. And like sometimes those brainworms decide to be about what I look like. But guess what? It's not my fucking job to try to look like a model anymore. It's not. No one fucking sees me. So it's fine. Yeah. Just a change that needs to be used to. Yeah, no, that's exactly it. It's not bad. It's just different because I was so vastly underweight for the entirety of my life, you know? Once you get a shunt, you can't go through metal detectors. Yes. There's a lot of things that if you have metal, and not just something like hydrocephalus with a shunt, also, you know, things like a pacemaker or any sort of reconstructive surgery that means you need bolts or metal plating, it makes it a lot harder to go through a lot of different things. Not just things like metal detectors, but also a lot of medical things that like an MRI, which is just a giant fucking magnet, you know? Yeah. It's a trouble. It's a trouble. Hi, Stefan. Hello. I'm doing okay. You need to be a model just to be seen. Yeah. No, that's the thing. It's like because I spent a lot of my adult life, like a lot of my adult life was based on, like, I mean, my main hobby was cosplay. That is very much, it went from being a really fun, stupid little nerd guy thing to do to being a beauty pageant. And that change happened relatively quickly, right? So I went from being a weird little guy to feeling like I had to look a very particular way, be a very particular way, and then once I had people who liked the way that I looked for a very specific thing, I could not change. Which means that my entire adult life, I maintained a very, very low body fat percentage that was not healthy because I did not maintain it in a healthy way, you know? It's close to being seen as a model. Yes, literally they call a lot of people call them like cosplay models. Especially for like not necessarily the crafting side, because there's kind of at this point there's three sides of cosplay, right? You've got the crafters, you got the TikTokers, and you have the models. That's not to say that the models aren't also nerds, because a lot of them are. But you know, it's sort of you know, the people who are like the Instagram cosplayers, right? Human Barbie doll, yeah, kind of, for sure. Like I made all my own stuff. But, you know, the whole point was, I mean, it wasn't the whole point. I also did things just for me, and usually that was like a male cosplay, and no one fucking wanted to buy posts of that, or like buy like I used to sell like posters and stuff I used to have to fucking mail out cosplay prints. God, that's how I know. Look, that's how I know that the Canadian postal system is stupid. That's how I know that Mel that's probably why she doesn't want to do that. Anyway. No one fucking wanted the things that I wanted to do, you know? So you would go for the market thing. You know, you would go for like characters that were more popular, or characters that were like sexy, or characters that were cute, or things like that. And it very much became, you know, I had to maintain, like, sell how I looked. And it just went from like a hobby that I really, really enjoyed because it's nerdy. And then it kind of, it very much became a thing that was like people who didn't care that I loved anime or that I loved manga or that I was playing video games or that I wanted to talk to them about their favorite things too. It very much became like, you know, they were here for the body and not for like who I was as a person, which was part of the reason that I very much just said, yeah, fuck this hobby and left cosplay. Did it take me a really long time to realize that I was not happy in that situation? Oh yeah, should it have taken me way shorter? Abso-fucking-lutely. But it was such a big part of my life for a really long time, and I loved it. I loved being just a weird little nerdy motherfucker dressing up and like being able to talk to other people about my favorite characters. And then it went from like, you know, two people who were both cosplaying Naruto being like super excited to talk about the fandom together to like you would cosplay a character and another girl would see you in that costume and get mad at you because they were also that character. What do you mean? We both like the same show. We should be able to like yap about it and be super excited and love that we're both in the same thing. It's crazy. It got super competitive. It is like, that's the thing. So like, you know, yeah, it very much, yeah, no, that's exactly it, Reimu. It very much became, yeah, like a contest of sorts. And not all of it is like that. There are parts of the cosplay community that are still very nice and still very wonderful. But there are also a lot of people who are incredibly toxic. And when you are essentially selling how you look to maintain any level of popularity in that community, it really takes a toll. And it makes you wonder if people even like care that you're a person to some extent. And so I decided, haha, fuck that. I'm just gonna play video games on the internet. I'm gonna hold boobies hostage. I'm gonna put them in my basement. I'm gonna play video games at them. God damn it. Yeah, perfect solution, just cosplay female characters as a male. You avoid female rivalry and the males come for your body. Yeah, but I'm not a male, so I can't do that. Big Vtuber had a contest of cosplaying them, but no one really hated one another because it was all for love and support. Yeah, and that's how it used to be. That's how it all used to be, you know? But like nowadays, it's so very different. It's incredibly different, and it changed so quickly. And it is really, really easy to get carried along in it. You know, if it's been, you know, something that you've been doing for a really long time and everyone around you is doing certain things, it's really easy to just go with the flow of like what society in that particular bubble is doing. You know, I feel like it's the case for just about everything, right? Like when you're around a bunch of people who act certain ways, be it like using certain language or doing certain things or playing certain things, you know, it's really easy to go along with it because like that is the world that you live in. The world feels more cutthroat than say 2006. Oh, absolutely. Cosplaying used to be solely a hobby and then it became a profession. Yeah, no, for sure. Like when I started, there was no such thing as a professional cosplayer. There were maybe some groups, but it wasn't just their cosplay. It was, they would do like skits and stuff too, you know? There's still a couple of cosplayers from that era that are like, I would say like kind of well known if you're in cosplay, but most of them, no one really knows who they are anymore. And it's because they were a very different breed of cosplayer. They were skit people. They were like funny, like theater kids, really. You know? And then it became, you know, more mainstream. And then we got people being paid to be cosplayers. And now it is a lot more mainstream, and it is a lot more... It's a lot more cutthroat on every face. You know, even if you just do it as a hobby, it is a lot more cutthroat, for sure. I know someone in fighting game scene who only does cosplays to enter the contests. Yeah, there's also people who do that. You know, I have my own thoughts about that, and it's just, at least play the game once, at least watch the show once. You don't have to love it, but at least know your core, like, know what you're cosplaying is my general rule for it. But like, I know that not everyone thinks the same way, sort of thing. It's one of those things that is like, as things get more mainstream, you get more people who are not actually into it because they enjoy it, but because there's an idea that they can get eyes on them for doing it, right? So it just kind of comes with getting, you know, a hobby becoming more popular or something becoming more mainstream, right? Thank you. Have a good night too, Sour Patch Steve. But yeah, there are cosplayers who played every atom of who they cosplay. Absolutely. That's the thing. There's still cosplayers who are super in it for the love of the game, you know? But then there's also some people who are not in it for the love of the game. You know, they're in it for the love of the attention, which is fine. I'm just biased because for me, it was such like it was a nerd passion, all right? Like something that you get mocked for in high school. You know, like unless you also were in half of a cosplay for your 12th grade yearbook photo. That's how you graduated, like fucking whatever. Which one are you? Can you fucking guess? Seems like doing it for the enjoyment has been watered down. To some extent, yes. But also nowadays it's way easier to get into it, which is really nice because, you know, there's a lot more places you can it's really easy to buy wigs now. It's way easier to buy cosplays. It makes it a lot easier for like younger people who are just starting out who want to get into it. And that's really good, you know? Like it's good that there is a lower entry bar for you know, the young nerds who want to get into it, you know? No one nowadays has to strap a fucking plywood board to their back covered in feathers. Cause that's a stupid fucking thing to do and no one should have to do that. You know? But a lot of that does also, of course, mean that it's a lot easier to get access to things if you're just in it to try to make a quick buck or get some specific attention. You know, that's oddly specific. Yeah, who would ever do that? Certainly not me. That's crazy. There's so many tutorials on YouTube. Yes, it's great. Do you prefer pre-made or making your own? Oh, when I used to cosplay, I haven't cosplayed in many years now. But when I used to cosplay, I essentially made 90% of what I wore, and the 10% that I did not make, it was a mix between like costumes that I bought and also things that I would like piece together from like my closet, like closet cosplays sort of idea. Also, I cosplayed for like 15 years or so. So yeah, I did a lot of costumes. Are you able to tell us you're cosplaying with the plywood board? Yes, several. there are like no fucking photos. It's that was like one of the very first costumes I ever did. There are no fucking photos of it, so I don't give a fuck saying that. Yeah, I had a plywood board and it had some foam on one side to make it curved, and I specifically studied the wing patterns of birds in terms of how feathers went on. I bought hundreds of dollars of feathers. I was a high schooler. I spent all of my fucking paychecks for fucking I'm allergic to feathers. Anyway, and I glued these fucking feathers in a scientifically correct pattern over this fuck-ass plywood board. I made myself a backpack essentially out of pipes, and I put it in. It was not, there was no counterweight because no one fucking knew about that shit, okay? So I just had to like keep like adjusting it. It was like not, anyway, it was a time. It was a fucking time. It was also terrible because I covered my eyebrows and made them white, which is not a good color for eyebrows because it just looks like you don't have any eyebrow. It was a terrible fucking costume. I was so proud of it though. I was so proud of it, man. I was so excited. Dude, I was like, oh my god, this is the best day ever. I also had a fully metal sword. That can tell you how fucking old this costume was. I went to a convention with a sword that was like more than 6 feet tall and was also made out of metal. You can't fucking do that anymore. You have not been able to do that for a very long time. Yeah. How sharp? It was decently pointy. Yeah, before they enforced peace bonding standards. Yeah, that's old school. It's so old school. So old school. Yeah. Yeah, she was her favorite character, Cloud Strife, and I fucking want to stand. Absolutely not. No, absolutely not. I cosplayed things from like art books, okay? I was in it for the love of the craft. No one fucking knew what outfit we were wearing. You cosplay from a fuck-ass Clamp art book? No one fucking knows what the hell you're supposed to be. You know? Fucking just like weird ass Vocaloid songs. You know, they just fucking pick the Vocaloid song and like make that outfit. Yeah, look, okay? Like, I was very much in it for the love of the game. No one ever knew what the fuck I was doing, okay? Yeah. Yeah. Is it sad and we're wondering how you made a metal sword? Then how did they let you in with a metal sword? Oh, I did not make this particular sword. I bought it off of Taobao. I got it fucking shipped to me from China. And it was cheap. Cosplay, Pekoe cosplayed unknown stuff to expose others to them to some extent, yeah. Passing through customs is crazy. To this day, I don't fucking know how I got it. I don't understand how it actually appeared at my house. You had Taobao back then? Oh, I was one of the very first, like, adopters of Taobao. I fucking got like wigs off of there, and this was back before everything had auto-translate, so I would like copy and paste into like Google Translate, and I found like a broker who I like shipped, like they would order it and they would get stuff shipped to them and you'd pay them and they'd ship it to you. Anyway, yeah. Yeah. It was a good time. Have wanted to cosplay Zach Fair, but I had to get better at leather crafting. Oh yeah, my outfit was definitely like really bad, like pleather, like polyurethane pleather. You still buy things on Taobao now? Every once in a while I do, yeah. Usually these days, makeup. I've recently got like a shirt and some makeup off of Taobao. Originally I bought the shirt because I was like, wow, I could wear this at Off-Kai. I cannot, in fact, wear it to Off-Kai. Because it is polyester and has long sleeves, and I will fucking cook in it. So, yeah. No, I don't still have the sword. No, I left it at the very first house that I lived in. The time where I lived under a staircase. Yeah. You can still wear it. Not if I want to fucking look like anything other than a drowned rat. Thank you very much. And Sakura, thank you for the 12 months. Thank you. Only to say good night. Have a good night. Sleep well. Have a good one. Favorite all-time cosplay? I can't really say without it being vaguely doxy, because it's not... It's a popular enough costume, but mine pops up pretty close to the top. Like, it's not a super popular one, so yeah. Phantom, thank you for the 15 months. I have one of these too. Look at that. Wow, fancy. Look at you go with your little burp burp. It was league related, wasn't it? Maybe. Maybe. You know, my bae. Yeah. I mean, I've said before that I used to do a lot of League of Legends cosplays because I used to play a lot of League of Legends. I played a lot of League of Legends. League of Legends is, in fact, the game that got me my entire friend group. We met each other through League of Legends. Specifically, we got together because an extrovert friend saw me at a convention, and we were both in League of Legends cosplays, and she like asked another person if they knew who I was, and then she got invited to a photo shoot with Mel, and she invited me and mom friend and another person who we're not really friends with anymore, but like for no actual reason, we just drifted apart. And some photographers, and we shot a whole bunch of like League stuff together. It was like a holiday themed. We all had outfits for a holiday themed like League of Legends photo shoot, and that's how we met each other. I promise the next outfit we did together was not League of Legends. Me and Mel, an extrovert friend, went to a con, and we ended up being a villainous trio. That was not League of Legends related, and so you know it started with League. I played a lot of League. I cosplayed a lot of League. I played a lot of League. Like, I don't think you understand how much League of Legends I play. I was really bad at it, but I played a lot of League of Legends. I played a lot of League of Legends. No, do not play League of Legends. Do not do it. Now, to be fair, I do know a lot of cute girls who play League of Legends. I'm thinking of like Elia plays League of Legends. Sweaty plays League of Legends. Serena plays League of Legends. No. A bunch of other girlies have pulled me into League before, but like I don't play anymore. I don't even have it downloaded anymore. You know, I don't even have it downloaded anymore. Appreciate you not torturing the boo face. Yeah, no, it's torture for me too. Okay, there's a reason I don't play it very much. You don't say Sweaty plays League. Yeah, crazy. Wow. I thought some of them retired. Some of them have retired to like TFT. I still count that as League of Legends. Okay. There's a lot of people who play League of Legends. I just don't really do anymore. I will play like the odd ARAM or something if I get invited to something and they're like, do it. We need one more person. We need one more person. No, I don't. I actually don't have it downloaded on my computer. I literally have to re-download it every time a girl invites me to League. Yeah. I remind people I was a former Yasuo main. Oh my god. I have a strong hatred, but that's fine. It is what it is. I'm in this way, I'm a typical League of Legends gamer girl. I played support and mid as my main positions. I preferred mid. I could ADC if necessary. There were a couple of characters that I played in top lane, although I did start in top lane. I did literally learn League of Legends playing Riven in top. Right when she came out. But, yeah, because I played a lot of my all of the mid laners that I played were mages, and all of them have snares. All of my favorite girls have snares. So yeah. For a hot second, I mained Janna in bot lane as a support because you can shield towers and push people under towers with your ult, and then keep them in the air with your Q, and then the tower can kill them, and it's kind of fun when people don't expect it. Even in League, you had obvious. Oh yeah, I very much had Avi favorites. Although I did not actually cosplay all of my favorites. For multiple reasons. Some because I don't think I would have done a good job cosplaying them, you know. Some because I did not fucking want to make that shit. So yeah. But yeah, I mainly played like mid-casters and support. I was artillery support, Xerath and Vel'Koz. Ooh. Okay, to be fair, those are both more modern, I say, as in neither of those is modern these days, but like, they were things like when, I mean, Vel'Koz is relatively modern. I played a lot of like, in support, like it was like Lulu and Janna and Sona and Nami. I played a good Nami. I did really enjoy Nami. Yeah, Janna and Sona were ones that I played earlier because I played from like season like 2 or some shit. You know, real old hat. So they were the ones that I sort of picked up real early on, and then I moved to like, you know, Lulu, and then I moved to Nami and played some other things. You know, Morgana when she ended up being down there, relegated down there. Zyra when she was relegated down there, and I used to play both of those guys mid, and I fucking love them mid, and I was so mad when they nerfed them because they were too strong as supports, because they're not meant to be supports, they were meant to be mid lane. Anyway, do I have feelings about it? Oh, absolutely. You're gonna fucking nerf my favorites just because some assholes decided that they're too strong in a position that they weren't originally meant to be played in? That's crazy, because now I can't play them in the position they're meant to be played in? Wow. Fuck. Mainly played Annie and Lux. Yeah, Poppy and Tristana after their rework. I did play Tristana as my main ADC for a while, but generally I always tended to go back to Caitlyn. Definitely did not play a lot of League. Nope, yeah, that's crazy. Wow. She still has strong feelings in LoL. Look, I played it for many years. I was a filthy Ezreal main. I had a friend who was an Ezreal main, and I fucking hate Ezreal for that reason, because of the fucking, you belong in a museum. You belong in a museum. You belong in a museum. I'm gonna fucking strangle that goddamn twink, I swear to God. Anyway, I'm very normal about it. It's fine. Yeah. Easy taunt PTSD. Yeah, really crazy, wild. You know, if I were to get back, like, if I were to, like, just, like, you know, like, if, you know, everything was as it were and I still cosplayed, one of the League characters that was still on the docket, I really wanted to do Zyra. Zyra has a lot of really interesting outfits, and I think that they're just really neat. She is a sexy evil plant lady as well. I'm into sexy evil plant ladies. I'm fucking down for that shit, you know? Thank you for the hydrate. You know? Yeah. Yes, I know. Look, I don't have the wig. Maybe I'll bring the outfit to Offkai and I'll take a picture while I'm staying in the Airbnb or something. It'll be wigless, but it'll exist. Well, Adam Stafford, thank you for the sub. Thank you. Yeah, it's fine, whatever. wild. I can pack it. I've got some room in my suitcase. Whatever. That's fine. Whatever. The cosplay you still owe us. That's crazy. That's wild. Wow. Wow. That's wild. That's insane. Wow. Ooh, wow. That's crazy. Wow. Ah! 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 League was a cause of and solution to my mental illness. Yeah, well, you know, when you're super busy, right? When you're super busy doing something, be it something you love or something you hate, you're focused away from your internal self. And League of Legends definitely made you focus away from your internal self because it just made you hate everything else, and it made you, you know, it was real easy to focus on like League and not brain be bad, you know? The original idea was it to match Mocha's. I know. I don't even know if she still has the outfit. It'll be like, hey Momo, do you still Momo, do you still have the what's her fucking nickname? Terrible Tornado? Something Tornado. I don't fucking remember, man. It's fine, whatever. It's called LOL in short for a reason. How many times? I did not get banned in League of Legends. Thank you very much. Tatsumaki. Yeah, but I was trying to think of her fucking... her moniker. It's something Tornado, right? Something Tornado. No, I never got banned. I am a very level-headed gamer, thank you very much. Yeah. Do you still have the desire to cosplay? I mean, sometimes I think about it just out of nostalgia. But like, it's really not something I think I'm going to get back into. Very much like a lot of the passion that I had for that in particular has just like kind of like gone into streaming, you know? I've kind of traded one thing that allowed me to be like creative and nerdy and found something else that I could use to be creative and nerdy. And this one means that I have more of a social life. Although, I think most of the people that know me in real life would say it makes me have less of a social life. But I count this as a social life. You're people, and I'm talking to you, so therefore, I have more of a social life. I spend so much more time talking to people now. Yeah. Woohoo. Does this count? Yes, this counts as a social life. This counts as a social life. It does. It does. Would you ever cosplay yourself in the sense of hiding in plain sight? Not really, because I feel like if there was a Pekoe cosplayer, it would be really fucking obvious it was me. You know, I don't think that would be like, I don't think that would be like a hiding in plain sight. That would be like a fucking beacon with a giant red arrow being like, here I am, you know? So no. You know? Does that mean I have a social life? Yes. Congratulations. We might not touch grass, but we do touch our butts to our gaming chairs. Question mark. What about Mocha cosplay? I would not be the right person to pull off a Mocha cosplay. Get a friend to cosplay. I could probably convince Mel to. I would have to pay her for it, but I could convince her to do it, you know? Yeah. Touch virtual grass in Minecraft. Yes, absolutely. Got a real chair, not a gaming one. That's crazy. Oh my god. I have a job, so I do touch grass. Thank you. I mean, I also leave my house to go to my job. so I technically have to touch grass, but like I don't touch it. It touches the bottom of my shoes, so technically I don't touch it. So it's fine. Yeah. You don't all need to cosplay me. That would be fucking insane. I do try to keep, when I used to cosplay, I did very much try to make sure that it was things that I thought would suit me. Because it very much was like a labor of love. If I was going to put effort into making a whole ass fucking cosplay, I wanted to A, actually like the character, and B, think that I would actually do them some form of justice, right? That is not to say that I never cosplayed characters that I didn't like, but those were usually ones that like someone else paid me to cosplay. Fully, like, straight up. So, you know, someone else has bankrolled the costume, and so I've made the costume, right? But generally speaking, the majority of my costumes were made specifically because I really like the character or I really like the show, you know? And I wanted to make sure that I could suit whatever it was that I was doing. You know? So what you're saying is you don't like yourself. Oh, I fucking hate myself. Well, not now. Not anymore. I did, though. I fucking hated myself. To be fair, I am a millennial who grew up in an era where it was really hard for women to like themselves. It is really, really hard in general. And I think that if you can even like yourself a little bit, then that is a really good thing. And it takes a really long time to get to that point for a lot of people, you know? So, yeah. Yes, just how it is, you know? Hi, Tavarius. Wait, people can like themselves? I know, it takes a lot of effort. Or they have to just be born one of those people who's like really confident in themselves, you know? Like extrovert friend. Although even she has her own days, you know? Even people who are super, super, super confident can have brainworms. They have brainworms sometimes. Sometimes it's something you take for granted. Yeah, it's one of those things where, like, sometimes it's really easy for some people, and that's wonderful. But for a lot of people, it can be quite difficult to be confident in yourself or even like yourself a little bit. And you just kind of have to work towards it. You know? You just gotta put one foot in front of the other every single day. I guess I can't like that nowadays then. That's good. Yeah. I do recall calling yourself a trash with such honesty. I'm sorry. You know, there's a lot of things that I think I'm very subpar with still to this point, but I do try to work on them, and, you know, I try to, you know, look at myself in a more positive light, even though sometimes it makes me cringe. But I am comfortable with being me, because you know what? This is the only fucking me that I'm gonna be. Like, what the fuck else? Look, I'm too old to put on a character and be like, oh yes, today I'm going to be a baby. No, I can't. I say that as I fucking make voices and literally say shit like that. But you know, like, it's one of those things where I've reached the point in my life where I'm like, no, I'm too old to fucking want to reinvent myself again. I've had so many years, and look, this is where we've landed. We've just got to be happy with that. This is the only me I get. You know? So many people put on a character for life. Yeah, that's true. That's absolutely true. And if that's the way that someone feels that they need to live, then that's their own decision. You know, they're a capable adult in their own right. But like, that also sounds so fucking exhausting. It's so fucking exhausting. Well, what do you mean loser? Yes, but trash never. Hey, someone's trash is someone else's treasure. Thank you very much. Don't call yourself a loser. That's not nice to you. I've had multiple of you. I've had multiple of you guys call yourself mean things in my morrows. Don't fucking do that. Don't fucking do that. Don't be fucking mean to my boobays, goddammit. You can only be nice to my boobays. Motherfuckers. Yeah. Yay. Welcome to that. Raymond, thank you for the 15 months. Thank you. I love that you're you and I'm here for it. I'm really glad that you're all here for it. I'm really glad. It makes me really happy. I still... Oh my god, for some reason, Terios, your name, the color that your name is in, I can't fucking... Oh my god, I've got to strain my eyeballs to read that. Why? It shouldn't be... It's purple on that screen, on Twitch, but for some reason, on my chat screen, you show up as like this weird blue that my eyes do not like. Holy shit. Yeah. Blip. But thank you, I appreciate it. Don't be mean to my Oshi. That's crazy. That's crazy. I try to be less mean to myself. I do try. You know, because I don't know if you guys do similar things, but like when I need to get up, like roll out of bed sometimes, I'm just like, oh my fucking god, you stupid piece of shit, get out of bed. And then I sit there and I'm like, you can do it! Get out of bed! Yay! You're doing so good, sweetie. It feels so like condescending. I just have to like kindly condescend to myself, you know? Thank you for the hydrate. Hello, hillbilly redneck country cowboy. You can do it. You feel great. Yeah. It's like, yeah, this is gonna be a wonderful day. You can do it. You're almost out of bed already. Just roll over and put your fucking feet on the floor. Yeah, let's go. You can brush your teeth. Whereas generally speaking, the internal monologue is very much just me being an asshat to myself. We can try, but we struggle. Yeah, it's hard, you know? You kind of, yeah, you fucking POS. Get up, you're a failure. Yeah, it's easy, like, get the fuck up. Why are you still in bed, you lazy piece of shit? You know? But like, everyone's like, negative self-talk is drinking yourself down. You have to be nicer to yourself. And I'm like, ugh. But I feel like such a fake, condescending bitch when I'm nice to myself. Being nice to others is easy because they deserve it. Okay, yeah, wait, that was that. Well, that's something to think about, but but you know. I don't know. I think it's easier to be nicer to other people. When I'm nice to myself in my head, it feels like such like self-aggrandizement, you know? It feels very like I'm trying to be like really fake, I guess. You know? Does that make sense? That was a little too real. Yeah, no, I said it out loud. I was like, that's something to think about later. We'll unpack that another day. You know, sometimes things are said and you just maybe we haven't finished working on that yet. Right? Just pretend you're a boobay and be nice to that boobay. But it's hard to pretend I'm a boobay because I'm not cute. I'm not a super cool cutie. You know, it's real hard to be a boobay. Very fucking difficult, okay? Hi, Anthony. I do wonder, is that the normal way to be kind of down on yourself? Are normies like that? I mean, some are and some aren't, you know? It's one of those things where, like, I feel like it's very, like, hit or miss. Sometimes people are lucky and they are just, you know, born in a way, or they don't have to go through life circumstances in a specific way that, like, make it easier for them to love themselves. Part of that is having parents who like overtly tell you that they love you. You know, having that like healthy parental relationship to like make a happy, you know, brain talk, self-talk, I believe is, yeah. Anyway. And then some of us end up like us, even though I did, in fact, have parents who told me that they love me. That somehow didn't get internalized. Somehow my brain missed out on that until I was an adult. To be fair, I was a very confident kid. I was a very confident kid, and then a lot of things went very wrong in my life for a hot fucking second. There was a good decade or so that was just trauma. Just social trauma after social trauma. But like, you know, it is what it is, and eventually we're just out here trying to crawl ourselves out of little holes that we've fucking made, you know? I can't hear Hit or Miss without hearing that song. Oh, Bearby. Hit or miss? I guess you fucking miss, huh? Bearby, I haven't thought of that song in years. Bearby. Bearby, please. Others also have to suffer? Oh my god. Alright, okay, fuck you. Did you know that manatees maintain their buoyancy via farting? Huh? Did you know that? Did you know that? They fill themselves with gas so that they can float higher, and then they fart to release the gas so that they can sink lower into the water. Did you know that? I did know that. Oh, really? Oh, wait. You didn't say you know that. You said you do that too. Yeah, well, okay. Joke's on you. I did know that. Nice. Why are you caught in the crossfire? It is what it is. Look, new knowledge. Hooray. New knowledge. That's cool, not gross. I mean, it's. I think it's just a neat fact, you know. Sounds like fish swim bladders, kind of. Yeah. What's a manatee? What do you mean, Barbara Manatee? You are the one for me. You came from up above. You are the one I love. One I love. No one else is gonna fucking know that song. That's from fucking VeggieTales. And now that's stuck in my head. I've just got Barbara Manatee stuck in my head now, so you know, it's fine. I just cursed myself, but that's okay. Ooh, or where is my hairbrush? That's also gonna be stuck in my head for a hot second. Anyway, welcome to cursed animal facts that are not necessarily cursed. Woohoo! Hate you. Haha, love you too. Oh, I thought that sounded familiar. Yeah! Return to fucking vegetables and fruit and singing stupid songs. Stupid, silly songs with Larry. No, not the Where Is My Hairbrush. I love Where Is My Hairbrush. VeggieTales and Hit or Miss stuck in the head. What a weird mix. Yeah. Barbara, hit or miss, hit or miss. Guess you always miss, huh? Da 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 kiss, huh? I don't fully remember any lyrics. It's just a fucking like. I don't think I ever actually did a lip sync to that particular song. I think Extrovert Friend did though. I think Extrovert Friend did. Oh, well, was I raised as a Christian kid? Oh boy. Yeah, I essentially was raised in a church. I essentially was a church. I was on the worship team. I ran the Sunday school. I also ran the youth group. Yes. The answer is yes. I was baptized on birth, had to go through fucking confirmation classes for multiple years. I could recite the catechism to you if you really want. And I was fucking... Look, I was raised really fucking Christian. What's the worship team? The band that stands at the front and leads worship. Now, if you're Catholic, you don't have a band that stands at the front and leads worship. The whole congregation does hymns. Maybe you have an organ or a piano. To be fair, that's kind of how the Lutheran church was too. It was a Pentecostal church that I was part of that was the worship group because, you know, that's, yeah. I was part of the choir in the Lutheran church as well. Can you tell I went to multiple different churches? Sounded like worship but competitive. I mean, kind of, yeah. Kind of. Catholic will just have a choir, basically. Yeah. If you're going to a Catholic or more traditional Protestant church, such as a Lutheran church, then yeah, you're gonna have a choir. You're gonna have the pastor. You're gonna have maybe a worship lead in that, like, you know, the pastor's really bad at singing or chanting or something, and then you would get like an organ or a piano, depending on how traditional your church was. We had both. Yay! So, yeah. Only one team can win God's favor. Who will play the coolest guitar riff and get blessed by Jesus? Uh-huh. White Wolf, thank you for the 2 months. Thank you. Welcome back. Pretty much raised correctly in the most standard way. I think this is a beautiful example of your past doesn't decide who you are. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things in my life that have like molded me into the person that I am. There's a lot of things that I've rejected. There's a lot of things that I've taken in to be, you know, who I am. There's a lot of things that I am really proud of doing, and there's a lot of things that I really regret doing. But like, they're all part of what makes me me, and even if I were to regret something, it's not like I can go back in time and change it, so all I can do is live with the fact that everyone makes decisions that they don't necessarily agree with as they get older or like as they change. And that's just kind of how it is, right? So even if you grew up a certain way, you did certain things, even in your adult life, you know, it doesn't matter necessarily what you did before if it's not aligned with who you are now. That's kind of how I look at it. Because you're the you that you are now. You're not the you that you were, you know, last year, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, whatever. And you might look back happily on those people, you know, the people that you were. You might look back and cringe a little bit at those people, you know, especially the versions in high school. But you know, they all worked really hard, and they all are like part of you. They're, you know, you're an amalgamation of all the pieces of you from the past. And some of those pieces are shit, and you would like to throw them out, but it's too bad, motherfucker, because they're part of you anyway, and you can't get rid of them now, because you don't have amnesia. Ha ha ha! I don't fucking know why I did that, but you know what? It is what it is. Oh, here's me like, ooh, here's some things that sound vaguely, ooh, it's a fun speech. Be proud of who you are. All the things that make you you. And then somehow we just fucking like went somewhere else. May, thank you for the sub. Thank you. Pico can hate herself, but I love Pico and she can't stop me. Rah. Ooh, unconscious in a fetal position. Very good. I do like sleeping in a fetal position sometimes too. Have a good night, May. Have a good night. Have a good night. Is there anything about your religious past that you feel has served you well? I mean, a lot of things, right? I learned a lot of the morals that I hold true to even now. I very much did learn because of the way that I was raised, right? I would like to think that I have quite a strong sense of justice. But like, you know, maybe it would have been exactly the same either way. You know, maybe even if I wasn't raised religiously, I would still have the same morals and I would still have the same sense of justice, right? I don't know, but like that's something that like did really come from that in particular for myself, right? Brasnack, thank you for the 15 months. Thank you, thank you. Taking a shit is actually letting shit go. Or is it pushing shit out? Are you really letting it go? And what if the shit doesn't want to come out? Are you evicting the shit? Yeah. Yeah. Then you should see a Yuzuru, I feel, yeah, okay. I was like, I feel like you've mistyped something there. I just, Yuzuru, if you're constipated, you should not see a dick. That probably will make my assumption is that would make it worse, because in theory that would just cause more compaction. But like maybe, I don't fucking know. I don't know how that shit works. Maybe it does make shit work. Who the fuck knows? Anyway, yeah, doctor is, you know, if you have been constipated for multiple days and that is not better, like if that's not normal for you, then yeah, probably see a doctor. If it is normal for you, then like, it is what it is, you know? Fuck, you live with it. That's you. Then at that point, you know when you need to go to the doctor, sort of idea, you know, like when it goes from like normal to like bonus constipation. Yes, that actually makes it better. Oh, is that like first-hand knowledge, or I assume you have to clean it before the exercise. I mean, Yaoi tells me yes. But some people are into shit. And also, if you're constipated, you're not going to be able to really do that, honestly. So, you know. Do I know people who have literally gone to the hospital for constipation? Yes. Yes, absolutely. Do all of my friends have stomach issues because they're all hot women? Also, yes. I've never been to the hospital for... No, that's a lie. I was gonna say I've never been to the hospital for constipation, but I have. Once, as a child, because I thought I was dying. I made my mom bring me to the hospital, and she was really embarrassed. Because I've told this story before. Because we got a CT of my tummy, and I thought I was dying, and the doctor told my mom that I was the child most full of shit that he'd ever seen in his life. They put me on an IV and waited until I took a very large dump. Yeah, that's also one of the 2 times in my life that I was in like emergency the hospital, you know, where it wasn't like a planned I'm going to the hospital for like an exam or something, you know. How does being a hot woman have anything to do with a stomachache? Well, it's an internet saying, for one, that like just like all hot women have tummy hurt, but also it's just every single hot woman that I know has IBS. Most tend to... No, it doesn't necessarily have to do with terrible dietary habits, thank you very much. Part of the reason that I have terrible dietary habits is because eating well does not fucking fix my internal bullshit. So it doesn't matter, so I might as well just eat the things that taste good. Yeah, look, I got it from my daddy. I got it from... Anyway, yeah, my dad has fucking IBS and internal tummy issues, so like it's genetic. I had no fucking choice. I had no chance. I have built-in gastrointestinal issues and then also connective tissue issues, and guess what? Your whole fucking gastrointestinal tract is made out of fucking connective tissue. Is that the poop song? No, that's a Psy song. It's K-pop. Germans do weirdly seem to have that. Yeah, my poor grandpa had that as well. Yeah, I feel like it's all the fucking beer and bread. Pabu is still the goat, though. He is. You know? Back to 2013 there. It's fine, whatever. Look, there's nothing that's true about me if not the fact that the majority of my references are like 10 plus years old. Every once in a while, I make a reference that has to do with modern times, you know? But yeah, the majority of them are not all that recent. Isn't IBS one of the terms they use for we acknowledge you have a problem, but we have no idea what's causing it? Yes. There is an issue. We acknowledge that there is an issue. It is medical and you need help. We don't know how to help you. That is what IBS means as a diagnosis. You have to literally go through every other, like, common gastrointestinal issue and get a clean bill for those. And then they give you the medical sticker of IBS for, like, yeah, this person's fucked and we don't know why. So, yeah. Woohoo! I guess at least I don't have endometriosis? Because I feel like that would suck so much worse, you know? It literally stands for irritable bowel syndrome. Yes. Yeah, there's nothing specific about that besides tummy hurt. Yeah, no, it's literally like, it's literally medically something gives you tummy hurt, but we don't really know what. There's something wrong. Yeah. Have fun. So, yeah. That is what that medical diagnosis means. It means this person has a shitty inside and is possibly also full of shit. So that's always fun. There's also inflammatory, yeah. Inflammatory bowel diseases. See, the difference is that inflammatory is, even if they don't know the reason behind the inflammation, it is visible. Because that's one of the other things about IBS, is that there is no, like, visible, like, you know? There is no, like, visible, like, you know? But if you shove a camera up your ass, you can see if there's inflammation. So there is, like, a visible, like, reaction past, like, the fucking intestines being pieces of shit. You know? You're messed up internally. Good luck. Have fun. Yeah, essentially. There's some trigger, a signal going there and doing something, but we don't know why in a nutshell. Yes, absolutely. 100%. Absolutely. So if a liar has intestine issues, they're full of shit while being full of shit. Yes. Absolutely. Talk about a shitty time. The problem, generally speaking, for people who have IBS, isn't necessarily that it's a shitty time. It's either that they're having a bonusly shitty time, or they haven't had a shitty time in multiple days. And not having a shitty time is giving them a shitty time, you know? You follow what I'm saying? It's really, for most people who end up dealing with that, it's very much one way or the other. And there's really, like, it's very rare that you're somewhere in the middle. And it's wonderful if you're somewhere in the middle. But it's like, what are we talking about today? Apparently shit. But, like, literally. And not just, like, figuratively as per usual, you know? I'm picking up the shit you're putting down. Fucking stop! You're not wearing gloves? Oh my god, go fucking wash your hands! Why would you do that? Ugh. Shit, both figuratively and physically. Yes, exactly. Yes. What was your favorite anime growing up? Oh, was your favorite anime growing up still your favorite anime? I mean, I would say that I look back on a lot of the anime that I really, really enjoyed growing up, and I still enjoy them. I don't really have, like, favorites. I actually have a problem. I have a really big problem trying to, like, favorite. I just have, like, a list of things that I really like. And like, for example, Inuyasha is still up there, you know, Code Geass is still up there. Like the Gundams that I watched as a kid, so like Seed and Destiny are up there, Wing is up there. So like, there's very little anime that I watched as a kid that I wouldn't say that I like still didn't like, right? I fucking love Inuyasha, man. Inuyasha is wonderful. Hunter x Hunter, also, you know, older anime, really enjoy that shit. Fruits Basket, Furuba, is one of the only anime that I prefer the dub over the sub for Furuba. Because I watched it dub over sub, and I then tried to watch the sub, and I could not get into it. Yeah, Yu Yu Hakusho, yes, abso-fucking-lily. One of the few times I stayed up too late. Now I don't want to sleep with this as my... What do you mean? We're talking about anime. It's fine. Hunter x Hunter 1997 or 2010? Both. Both. Oh, didn't you love Cardcaptor? I did love Cardcaptor. I, in fact, had the card deck as a tarot card set for a while. Yeah, Cardcaptors was fun. I actually cosplayed from Cardcaptors at some point. I actually did a lot of Clamp cosplay for a hot second, but that's because I quite enjoy Clamp. I'm still sad that like houses like that are not really a thing in like modern day weebdom, you know, in the same way that it used to be, you know. Like Clamp had so many bangers, man. So many bangers. X1999 is fucking wonderful. It's just so good, you know. New season of Mahou Shoujo Lyrical Nanoha. Oh no, I didn't. I did see that there was gonna be a new season of Mahou Shoujo Raising Project. Magical Girl Raising Project. That one I'm actually really excited for because I really liked the original. I just really like dark magical girl shows. I like magical girl shows in general, but the dark ones are always really fun, you know? Dragon Ball Z with the original Funimation dub. I mean, I was never a Dragon Ball person. It was too slow paced for me. I couldn't deal with it. So I can't say, I'm sorry. I've seen some Clamp stuff getting new anime or something. Really? Is that a watch along for the boobays? I would totally be down to do a watch along for that with the boobays. Absolutely. Absolutely. If I have to get Crunchyroll anyway because I want to watch that one Monster Girl Yuri one, yeah, I'll do that. That sounds like a good time. Well, maybe we'll do some like fucking like, I don't know, like member watch alongy things and some other thing. I don't fucking know. We'll figure it out. Magic Knight Rare. Yes, Magic Knight Rare. Let's go. Yes, absolutely. 4 kids, fucking 4 kids, man. 4 kids had decisions. They also had some really good like English specific openings, you know, like the fucking 4 kids One Piece opening, banger. Mwah. Mwah. Fucking masterpiece. Yeah, the One Piece rap. Yes, absolutely. That was a great OP. Yeah. Oh, the Yu-Gi-Oh one. Yeah. Be afraid of my gun. Oh no. It's a spirit gun. He's going to kill me. Ah. What's your old Toonami favorites? Thank you for the super. Thank you, I appreciate it. But sadly, I need to tell you that I did not get Toonami. I was raised on an old TV with bunny ears. We did not have cable. I only got cable when I went to my grandma's house or I had a sleepover with one of the neighbor kids. So yeah, I had an old big box TV with bunny ears on top. So yeah. I apologize. I cannot tell you what my old Toonami favorite was, because I in fact do not have I did not get Toonami. So, yeah. I mean, Sailor Moon's always a classic. I think that technically Sailor Moon was my first anime. I didn't know it was an anime at that point in my life, though. I was like... I mean, I know I liked it for surezies in kindergarten because I had a bunch of dolls. I had a Queen Beryl doll and a bunch of the Sailor Scouts, and I would play with them. Do not remember when I started liking Sailor Moon, though, but I know I for surezies can say I liked it in kindergarten because I had that Sailor Moon merch, you know? But it is what it is. Barbie doll too, yeah, I did. I got some Sailor Moon dolls. Sailor Moon dolls. Have you ever met any anime voice actors in person? Yes. Multiple times. One of my friends for a long time actually not only is a voice actor but does like casting stuff for voice actors. I haven't seen them in a really like long heckin' time because they moved to the States and they do all their stuff down there and stuff. This was probably a good well over a decade ago, honestly, when we were like really close friends. But like, you know, it is what it is. I've met a decent amount of voice actors. I did think about for a while becoming a voice actor. I have like a small amount of experience doing voice acting. I think it's really cool, and it's a lot harder than most people make it out to be, and a lot different than a lot of people make it out to be. I think it's really neat. Do I still tend to watch things in the original Japanese? Absolutely. But I actually have a lot of respect for voice actors. It's a lot harder than a lot of people think. Then it's not just making voices, which is, I feel like, a lot of, you know, that's what a lot of people tend to think of it as. That is definitely what I used to tend to think of it as for a long time. I was like, I could be a voice actor. Anyone could be a voice actor. It's so easy. And then you fucking get in that booth and you're like, oh my dear God. And then there's someone watching you and they're giving you directions and you do the thing and they're like, no, that's wrong, do it again. And you're like, but I just fucking did the thing you told me to do. It's a whole time. But also, the cool thing about being a voice actor is that you also have to have, like, no sense of cringe. Like, you have to be able to sit there in front of another adult and, like, make noises that no human would make in day-to-day life. No raccoon would make that fucking shit in day-to-day life either, you know? Performance anxiety is so high in those booths. Yeah, you also have to not, like... Yeah. Oh, absolutely. You cannot have performance anxiety. Yeah, you know? And a lot of the time, when you're doing things for, like, anime and stuff, you have to match beeps. You're matching lip flaps, right? So you actually are trying to make sure that you're doing things at the proper timed moment. You know, you can't just read the line however you want. You have to read the line at the perfect time to be reading the line with every single mouth movement, like, timed with specific words. It's much harder than you would think. Now, that's not for everything, obviously. If you're doing something where they are animating to you, which is actually very, very rare, yeah, you can just read it however the fuck you want. But that's generally not how it's gonna go. Booth is child's play. Stage, on the other hand, is more fun. I find it far easier to act on a stage than I did in a booth. Because in a booth, it's like there's you as one person and then one or more people just fucking staring at you, giving you directions, judging every single thing you're doing. And you're in there, especially, oh my God. If you need to make fucking noises for, like, being hit or hitting someone or climbing, so you want to do V8? No, absolutely not. I respect voice actors. I dabbled in it for a little bit. I decided very quickly, like, I cannot do this for a living. Absolutely not. I am absolutely not built for it. You need to be... You need to, like, work a certain way, and, like, the way that I am just isn't that, you know? Yeah, but it's really cool. It's something that I and it's another one of those. Oh my god, my fucking resume is so stupid. I have done 12 million things and none of them fucking make sense together. But like it's cool. It's interesting. I think that as I've streamed more, the longer I've been a VTuber, the like less cringy I find it doing like just like stupid noises in front of people. For a really long time though, that wasn't the case. Sonic, thank you for the soup blood. Thank you. Isn't it the editor's job to match your audio to anime? No, it's not. I mean, to some extent, a little bit, but no. No. Mainly because they're not that high in terms of production value. A lot of the time, they want you as a voice actor to match the lip flap, so they have to do less effort. You know, they're doing less work that way, right? Lip flap is honestly only a pain in dubs, as most original works in the sound to the mouth post in yeah. Yes. But that's the thing about dubs, right? If you're doing an English voice acting piece for an anime, it's gonna be a dub, and you're gonna have to like get the thing to work, right? Have a good night, Stavin. Have a good night. Yeah, it's really cool though. It's incredibly interesting. And if you like have an interest in voice work, then like, you know, for surezies, like go try it, do your thing, right? Shoot your shot. It's really important though to do your research beforehand. There's a lot available, but yeah, research is important. Expectations are also important, and like taking classes and getting education is also incredibly important. So yeah, because like one thing for expectations, being a voice actor is being an actor. So part of it is that you have to know how to emote and act for surezies. And also on the other hand, think of how many actors there are and how many make it big in Hollywood and how many get small piecemeal parts, and how much money you get from doing something like that. Most people are not going to be able to live it big as a voice actor. And a lot of voice actors nowadays, even if they are popular, the majority, like the big money, comes from going to conventions. You get it from appearance fees, right? So you have to be good with people too. You can't just be good at, you know, doing the booth thing. You have to be personable. So that's part of it as well. You're gonna need to be okay with doing a lot of like traveling and a lot of work in that sort of way. The actor, actress is a waiter, waitress trope. Yes, that is very, very true. Unless you happen to be incredibly lucky and you are the current, like, it boy or girl in terms of voice acting. Because one thing that is very, like, easy to see when it comes to Western voice acting, specifically for, like, anime, there tends to always be a star voice. You know, you're gonna get like one person who is in like 12 million things for that particular time period, right? You got like Yuri Lowenthal, right? For a hot fucking second there. You know, Troy Baker, right? Currently, the current like it boy of voice acting is also a VTuber. And we have got Alejandro Saab, right? He's in everything. Young Johnny Bosch, yeah. So that's the thing, is a lot of the time in voice acting, you get like one person that sort of takes over the industry for like a couple of years. And then someone else jumps in and they take over that position for a couple of years. You know, you always get that like the it boy sort of idea. That is very, very, very common for a thing like that. And if you are not that person, who, you know, producers are calling you, games are calling you, studios are calling you, it is it is hard. You are going to be applying for multiple things. You're applying for like so many things. You might get one call back in a blue moon. Even if you are established. Even if you are established. So it's very much an expectation thing for a lot of people who are interested in getting into voice acting. You have to remember, you're an actor. You're an actor, right? And for some reason, that is very much lost on a lot of people who are really interested in voice acting. And not that that's a bad thing, but like I feel like people who want to be actors are like well aware that they're probably not going to make a lot of money on it, and they're probably going to need another job, right? Same thing with like people who want to be artists. It's like a lot of people who want to be artists are like, okay, I know I'm not going to make a lot of money and I'm probably going to need another job, right? But for some reason, people who get into voice acting think that they can just be a voice actor and they're going to make tons of money. Which doesn't make sense. If you look at every other type of like associated job, like that's not how that really works. For like 99% of people. But like, yeah. I don't know. It's cool. It's incredibly interesting. If you're interested in that kind of thing, it's really important to research it and temper your expectations and get some education, right? Even a lot of like well-known voice actors, they still take classes. They still like do more education. They still like learn new things because you have to. And not only does it give you good education and good knowledge for doing your job, it also gives you networking. It also gives you networking. Because you are now meeting other people, A, who are interested in voice acting, and B, the teachers, who a lot of the time are working voice actors or casting directors or producers or things like that. You know? Have a good day with the rest of your work day, Anime Kawaii. Have a good one. Ugh, I know, networking. Oh, it's terrible. It's terrible. But yet, somehow mandatory, which is fucking terrible. The great ones who, it's still normal acting with your voice only. Yeah. Not the N-word. I know. It's terrible. I don't like networking, but yet somehow I'm always, networking was my favorite? Really? Can you do it for me? I'm so fucking bad at networking, man. I know it's important. I'm so bad at it. It feels so disingenuous. I feel so disingenuous. I don't like networking. Which is, like, to my detriment as a fucking content creator. You know? Networking, I just want to play Palworld, right? That's crazy. Oh, I'm having to clear my throat a lot more. I think the phlegm from my chest is coming on up. Are you gonna network at the convention? Maybe a little. Yeah. I'm gonna try to talk to like one person I don't know. It's stressful. It's stressful. It's stressful. Also, I realize that I've been fucking talking for 2 hours, and I like need to go to bed in like an hour. And I know that I said we would play a game tonight, but like maybe we won't. I didn't mean to talk for this long. I meant to have a short yap. And then like a slightly longer but still short gaming session. You know what? Let me just really quickly change the. Just
change that to say yeah.
No.
And we'll just change this to say yeah. It's fine. Oops. Yap.
Ahahahaa. This is fine. We can yap for a bit longer. We'll just yap for a bit longer. This is fine. I'm sure I have an oops all yapping thumbnail, right? I for sure he's got an oops all yapping thumbnail. I've gotta have one. I mean, I just have normal yapping ones. We'll put that one on. This is fine. Nope, this is not an education stream. I mean, you learned something maybe. Oh no, that was the sleepy yapping one. I don't know. This is not sleepy yapping. No one needs to. Yeah, this one. Perfect. That's the perfect thumbnail. There we go. There we go. Yay! It can't be too much longer because, like I said, there is the phlegm escaping my chest, so that is what it is as well. But you know, it's fine if you seem more genuine. If you only manage to network with just one person, yeah. The thing is like, networking is one of those things that's highly expected when you're in any sort of like front-facing occupation, ? That is such like a professional way to say it. But like, you know, not even just if you're like a content creator, like even if you're in any sort of job that gross word, but that like needs you to be talking to people and you are like public facing, a lot of the time networking is incredibly important. I don't like networking. I don't like it. I am not good at it. I don't know, because like networking is usually like you're trying to like sell yourself to other people in like the like, hey, like hahaha, like schmoozy and stuff. Just be nice and ask questions. I'm not good at that. I literally told a girl I was gonna stalk her again today. Not on purpose. But it's fine. She actually knows me, so it's okay. You know? I told another girlie. I don't know if she said she's going to off, guys, so I'm not gonna say who, but she said a thing and I was like, oh, I'm gonna stalk you. it's stalking you time. She just ignored me. But it's fine, whatever. It's fine. It's not like I wanted her to give me attention or anything. That would be crazy. But it's fine, because she actually knows me. So it's not that weird, you know? It's not that weird. Why do you think joking like that is any good? It's not on purpose. That's just how I joke. Thank you very much. A good way to say I like you, don't keep an eye out, right? It's just like a I'm gonna come visit you while you work, you know, but like in a like silly little teehee way, you know. It's fine, right? There's a panel about selling yourself at off-kai this year. Yeah, I know. I should go to the ones that are like, this is how you be a professional. This is how you do the thing. I know what you do, but it's hard. I just want to make friends. I don't want to think about business things. I don't like. I'm a fucking terrible content creator. Look, I just want to hang out with my boobays, play video games, and meet cute girls. Okay. But I know I gotta do the other things too. I know, but I don't wanna. I don't wanna. If you learn to make friends, that's a way of networking. I'm not very good at that either, but I'm doing my best. Okay, I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best. Decent content creator. Thank you, I appreciate it. You know, but that's the thing, is like I enjoy the streaming part. I'm not very good at any other part. I am well aware of that. I am well aware of that, you know? Because, like, things that you're supposed to do are, like, you know, you're supposed to, like, do shorts. You're supposed to make videos. You're supposed to do your networking. And I'm just like, I just want to stream. I just want to hang out with my community, and then, like, maybe I'll meet cute girls and we can be friends and frolic into the distance. That's fine, whatever. I'm well aware that I'm not good as, like, a... Yeah, it's fine. This was a problem even when I did cosplay stuff. I let extrovert friend carry that shit, okay? I was the package deal. That's how I got through that, okay? I got away with it specifically because I had an extroverted friend and I became the package deal and she dragged me along with her. Okay, so Amari raid! Amari Lottle. Ooh, an axolotl? Wait, I need to see. Axolotl. Ooh, devour. Ooh, spooky. Ooh, spooky. Ooh, spooky. Hello, though. Hello, Amari. Hello, Raiders. Welcome on in. Hello. My name is Pekoe Boo, your one and only super cool ghostly raccoon, and we're just yapping. I was supposed to play a video game today. And then I yapped for like 2 hours. To the free imprisonment. When I was supposed to be playing a game and I have to go to bed at some point, so like, you know, it is what it is. Oops, accidentally all yap or whatever, but it's fine. But hello, and welcome on in. Angela Noval, thank you for the gifted sub to Amari. Thank you. We keep talking, it's our fault. No, I like talking to you guys. You guys just have to listen to me whine about shit. I'm so sorry. My water's empty. My water's empty. What am I gonna do now? My water's empty. This is terrible. Oh no. I love the weird things you yap about. I am so happy that people just like my fucking weird ass stream of consciousness bullshit. Just whatever pops into my head at that given moment. I appreciate it. I really do. I really do. Honestly, I just, you know, I always just kind of thought that no one would ever want to listen to me talk about weird shit. So I do really appreciate it more than you guys realize. Look, my parents might have told me that they love me, but they also told me to shut up a lot. So the boobies also think weird. I don't. What did I just stutter on boobies? I just stuttered so hard trying to say boobies. Boobies. It's fine. Whatever. That probably just means I'm tired. It's fine. It is what it is. They tried to contain the curse. Yeah. To this day. To this day. Even as an adult. Literally last time we were hanging out, they told me to shut up. It's fine. Whatever. It is what it is. I'm used to it. Oh. You can perhaps... You perhaps can do better showing you appreciate it, but we know you do. Look, I do my best. I'm sorry. I'm not very good at being like... No. I don't know... super like overt with like you know I'm not good at being mushy a lot. Sometimes I can be mushy, but it's, you know, it's hard to be mushy sometimes. It's awkward. I get embarrassed. What the fuck are you trying to say? Look, it's fine. No one knows. It's fine. You know, it's fine. Whatever. No one knows what I'm trying to say, Phantom. That's the problem. Not even I know what I'm trying to say half the time, okay? It's fine, whatever. I'm just a little guy. It is what it is. It is what it is. Everything's fine. It's totally normal. I love being sappy-like and making everyone feel uncomfortable. I can't be sappy-like to do that because you know, I'm fine with making people uncomfortable, but then I also feel uncomfortable. You know, it is what it is. So like, yeah. I like tell people I love them a lot, but like past that, it's hard. You know. She's trying to say in a Pekoe type of way she loves us. I do love you guys. It's fine. You know that already. It's fine. Oh, God. Oh, we got a raid while I'm being stupid and mushy. That's gross. Hi, gooses. Hi, Alia. Hello, raiders. Have a good night, Shirley. Sleep well. Sleep well. I'm not a tsundere. I'm not a tsundere. But hello, Elia. Hello, Stananas. Hello, Starlings. Welcome, 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 welcome. Hi. Hello. It's fine. Everything is fine. Everything is normal. I am very normal and very fine. But hello! My name is Pekoe Boo, your one and only super cool ghostly raccoon, and we're just yapping. We're just yapping. We were supposed to play a game today, but I have to go to bed within the next... I really should go to bed within like the next half an hour or so because I've got an appointment in my version of the morning, and but so we just yapped instead. Woohoo! Okay, look, saying that I'm not a tsundere is exactly what a tsundere would say. You can say that about anything. You know, you can say that about anything. That's not how that works. Because you could literally say, ooh, she's lovey-dovey. Ooh, she said she's not lovey-dovey. That's what someone who's lovey-dovey would say. Ooh, she's not a murderer. Oh, that's what a murderer would say. You could say that for literally everything. You know? Yeah, Elia usually does stream until way later. I was surprised to see the raid for sure. Elia's in America, so weird stream time. Yeah, to be fair, this is a very weird time for any North American. I am not lovey-dovey murderer. That's crazy. That is insane. That is absolutely wild and very untrue. Thank you very much. Just like the allegations of me being a tsundere. I am not a tsundere. I don't know what dairy type I would be, but it's certainly not that one. Certainly not that one. Absolutely. It's impressive. A video under your streams. What? Just like a video on your sidebar is just saying that it's like 18 plus. Am I an AI? No. I feel like if I was an AI, I would talk about far less weird shit. I feel like some boobays would be like, holy shit, she stopped talking about weird ass oh my god, this is great, this is wonderful. It's very late for her right now. Yeah, most people don't really like being up and streaming at like 3:30 in the morning. Thanks for the free imprisonment. I'm just special. Look, I'm a raccoon. I am in fact nocturnal. Okay, the fact that I have to wake up before noon tomorrow is going to actually murder me. But it is what it is. Jello Noel, thank you for the gifted membership as well to Project Watch. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. She was an AI. She's the most human one I've ever seen. Human? Who the fuck's a human? I mean, you. But like, not me. That's crazy. If Pekoe was an AI, we'd have less traumatizing knowledge. I mean, I'm sure that AIs can also deliver traumatizing knowledge, but probably just not like in the same way, you know? Probably not in the same way. Ban user for that. Ban, whack stick. I need a whack stick. That's what I need. I need a whack stick. Human-like raccoon. They're happy now. Yeah, no, I'm a raccoon-like raccoon. What do you mean? I'm a very perfectly normal raccoon. A very perfectly normal raccoon, thank you very much. With very standard wax, no. I read all men have a wax stick because I was trying to say with very normal raccoon habits, but then I got sidetracked. And look, you know I'm tired when I'm trying to read. I read everything, but usually I read things whilst I talk, and this time it didn't work. It didn't fucking work. I got sidetracked by my own reading. This is a very standard whack. Yes, I have a very standard whack. But like, you know, it is what it is, right? It's fine. And something very different. Yeah, it's my giant penis. Yay! Beagle says a wax stick. I'm assuming you meant to say chonky tail, and you take that back. My tail is not chonky, it is fluffy. It is very fluffy. It is not chonky. It is a very normal, very nice, very fluffy tail. Thank you very much. That's crazy. 8 hours of overtime? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Sav. I hope you don't have to deal with that. I really hope you don't have to deal with that much more overtime. That's oosh. I'm so sorry. Overtime is rough. I mean, some people don't mind it. I didn't mind it when I was younger, but nowadays I don't really like doing overtime. Doing overtime makes me want to heckin' pass away, and that's really hard to do because I am already, in fact, dead. So, yeah. What do you mean you're never gonna find a safe spot to dip out? Everything is safe. Everything is normal. Raccoon tails are quite chonky IRL. No, they're just normal raccoon tails. Thank you very much. Hello, Unwin. Welcome. All I can think is donut holes. Ooh, donuts. Honestly, I had a donut today. It was delicious. One of my coworkers brought donuts for everybody, and it was wonderful, and I had one. And then another one of my coworkers had 2 donuts, and he was trying to have a 3rd donut. And then he was trying to convince me that I should have a donut too. And then I told him, no, I can't. I'm trying to be good because I want to be hot for the cute girls this weekend. And I was supposed to start exercising multiple months ago, and I kept saying, oh, it's fine, there's tons of time before Off-Kai. And now it's a week before Off-Kai, and I have not exercised at all. So instead, I'm just choosing to not have bonus donuts. I still had 1 donut. And I told that to this man. And he said, if you eat this whole box of donuts, I will give you $100. And I said no. And he was like, if you eat this whole box of donuts, I will give you $1,000. And I said, still no, I want to look hot for the girls. But at this point, I really should have probably taken the $1,000 and just eaten all the donuts and had a tummy ache. Honestly, that probably would have been the better idea, but I didn't take it. I was so good. I was so good. I was trying so hard. I really wanted to have the donuts. I really wanted the donuts just for free, but like, I was like, I need to be good. I wasn't good. I didn't exercise before Off-Kai, so instead, I should just not eat 12,000 donuts. I should just have 1 donut, like a normal fucking person, you know? I shouldn't hoard all the donuts like my little raccoon heart desires, you know? If you're really good, you should have started exercising months ago. I should have, yes. Did I? Absolutely not. Okay. People very smart, but also not smart sometimes. It is what it is, okay? All the cute VTuber merch you could have purchased at Off-Kai. It's fine. It's fine. You don't have time to burn the calories of that donut. No, I don't. I don't. It's not enough time. You don't understand. You can eat all those donuts and pay your gym membership with that $1,000. No. No, I cannot. Because even if I pay for a gym membership, I'm never gonna fucking go. I mean, I don't want to lose weight necessarily. I wanted to put some muscle on. Obviously, that didn't happen. That obviously didn't happen. I obviously did not, in fact, put on muscles. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted I want it to be like, haha, look, I'm a fit VTuber. Look at me go, I've got muscles. So, yeah. You know, it is what it is. Do we need a boobay workout routine? Well, the problem is that I'm gonna do the thing where I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do this today. And then I don't, because I'm like too warm, or I'm too tired, or I'm too whatever, and I don't do the thing. Like yesterday I was supposed to do a workout and I didn't do it because it was too warm and I was too tired. And today I'm not gonna do one because I have to go to bed early and it's also too warm and I'm too tired. And I probably won't tomorrow either because I'm gonna have to get up even earlier the next day, and I'm gonna be too tired, you know? So you know. Yes, there will be one more stream before I go to Offkai. Yes, Wednesday. I don't know exactly what time on Wednesday, but it will be on Wednesday. Yes, because I don't have work on Wednesday. I just have a multitude of scrunkly Raccoon is trying to look presentable for cute girls. So yeah, I'm trying to look like a person so that the cute girls don't run away right away when I say I'm gonna stalk them. Okay, because I'm inevitably gonna put my fucking foot in my mouth. I'm me. You know? I'm inevitably gonna say something stupid. So I need to be like at least a 5 out of 10. Right? Like average or above average looking for them to forgive my immediate faux pas. Okay? So like I need to try. And I don't generally try when I leave the house. I literally only try when I go to meet people I don't see very often, which means conventions. Look, I'm gonna try real hard, okay? Make it sound like you look and act like the girl from The Ring or something. I mean, the very first time I went to Offkai, I did in fact sit with my hair down against a wall for the entire first day. So, yeah. Yeah. Woo! Smart to take the day before you leave off. Well, I didn't know I had it off until like a couple of weeks ago. I also got the Monday I get back off. And I didn't know that until a couple of weeks ago. And I booked my plane ticket very early in the morning on Monday so that I could get back and then go to work, because that was my plan. My plan was to get back and then immediately go from the airport and transit to work. And I was gonna go to work with my suitcase. But now it turns out that I do not work that day and I just have to wake up for no reason. I do remember one other girlie describing you as so hot when she met you in person, so I think you're fine. Okay, but to be fair, when I meet cute girls, I try really hard to look half decent. Okay? And I put makeup on once in a blue moon. Once in a blue moon. Okay? So like I literally bought makeup for the wedding in Offkai because all of the makeup that I had expired. All of the makeup I had expired. So I bought new stuff for the last 2 weeks so that I could look like a presentable raccoon. Welcome to that. So, yeah. And Phantom, thank you for the Prime sub. Thank you. Thank you. I know they expire, but girl, how often do you check on them? Well, I only use them once a year. So essentially, anytime I need new makeup, I have to buy it. Yeah. Because most makeup has a shelf life after you open it of about 12 months. So 1 year. And the only time that the times I've worn makeup this year were Offkai last year, Japan, specifically when I was seeing girls in Japan, and then the wedding this past weekend. That's it. I generally don't wear makeup. Look, I don't go anywhere. I don't leave my house. I go to work and I come home and I hang out with you guys. Okay? Wouldn't it be better lending it from your friends? Yeah, if any of us were the same fucking color. Makeup is like super like personal from person to person in terms of A, color, and B, style. I cannot borrow from extrovert friend. A, all of her shit is light colored and glittery. B, she is way paler than me. Way paler than me. Me and Mel have more similar color palettes, but the tones that she prefers in makeup are different than the tones I prefer in makeup. She also doesn't wear a ton of makeup. She also just doesn't wear, she's just naturally really cute. And also, you do not share eye makeup. That is a great way to get a fucking eye infection. I don't want an eye infection at Offkai. That sounds terrible. You know? So what are your colors? Black? I did in fact use an expired eyeshadow palette for extrovert friend's birthday because I didn't want to wear black. So I did neutral colors, and I might bring that for Offkai too, so I don't look special. Yeah. Yeah, look, I like dark colors. Generally speaking, dark colors are my friends. Yeah, you never show us what you were, at least a pic with the... Yeah, you know, I was showing a coworker, I was trying to show a coworker, rather, pictures of the wedding. I realized I, in fact, did not take any. I took pictures of the fire. I do not have a single photo of me. Look, my coworker was like, "Ooh, where's your dress?" And I was like, "Ah, let me show you." And then I looked and I was like, "I cannot show you. I don't have a single fucking picture of me." So yeah. I had a feeling that's enough of it. Yeah, I got a little bit distracted by the fact that the entire backdrop was on fire. So, yeah. She left no evidence she was there. Yeah, well, it's fine. Whatever. It is what it is. Okay, I did leave evidence. Maybe if someone recorded my speech. Sorry, what? Oh, yeah, if you didn't know, extrovert friend's wedding this past weekend, it happened to be in a place that was actively burning down. We got to this little town, this little village called Pemberton, and as we got there, a forest fire started. Yeah, I showed a picture that, yeah, the forest fire was essentially within spitting distance. Like, we could see the flames from the wedding venue. So... yeah, I was a little bit distracted. I was a little bit distracted. This must be why weddings hire photographers, because of forest fires? Oh no, because you don't take pictures of the... yeah, no, okay, yeah, no, that makes more sense. Because people don't take pictures of themselves. Yeah, okay. Sorry, yeah. I was also busy, like, helping set up and stuff. I helped, like, decorate beforehand. I am one of the two girls who was helping extrovert friend, like, get into her dress. So, like, we did all the corsetry on her dress up for her. Yeah. we were busy, like, helping her run around and stuff, because I was a bridesmaid. So we did be doing all the things and stuff, you know. Just realized only Twitch is appearing on the screen and not YouTube. Oopsies. It is. Oh, I went to go get water out of my water bottle and I forgot it's empty. Cause I was like, I'll refill it after a stream. It's fine. I can't hydrate. No, take it back. Wait, can I refund? It's empty. I cannot refund. There's gotta be a way for me to give them back. Moderation. Nope, that's not where that happens. I know that there's a way. I know that they can be refunded. How do I know that? Because one time, I was a mod in someone's channel and I would use it to bother them with points and then I would refund myself. So I know it's doable. I just don't know how. Power-ups and channel points. Maybe there. Nope, that's just enable them. Someone gave you that power? Yeah. Mod abuse? Absolutely mod abuse. You can just give free points. How? Is it like slash give? No. Slash what? Slash pee pee poo poo. You're a channel owner, you have multiple points. You would think, but I don't know how to do anything. That's the problem. How do you go to mod view? I just have my chat. Is it activity feed? Ooh, maybe it's activity feed. Can I make this bigger? It doesn't exist. You could be bigger, activity feed. I believe in you. Mod actions. Nope. That's wrong. Nope. Maybe? Yes. Nope. Why is report reward redemption the only option you're giving me? I hate it here. There's not a redemptions request menu. I fucking wish there was. I can now see the hydrate. But it's the only thing that the 3 little buttons is giving me is a report, and I really would prefer not to. For mods, it's under the sword, under chat bar, but for creators, you're probably always in mod view. I mean, I'm literally not even in the chat itself. I'm on like a whole other fucking dashboard page. So that probably doesn't help. What if I open my own stream? Yeah, it doesn't give me an option to refund. It only gives me an option to report you. Which is obviously not the vibe we're going for. Okay, wait. I can do this. I can do this. Do 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 boo 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 boo. Except I can't see the redemption now because it happened beforehand. This is stupid. Why? What else? Pekoe's mod view. I don't want to watch tutorial. Okay, now, oh, okay. Wait, can I, auto mod? I don't, nope, those are old raids. Nope, don't need those. You know, I feel like this would be so much easier if I wasn't me. I have unban requests? Wow. Reward request queue! 6 months ago. What the fuck do you mean? Why is there a rewards request queue from 6 months ago? I don't want the hydrate from 6... Can we... Alright, I just rejected a hydrate from Gel and Noel from 5 months ago. Did that give you points back? Did that help? Phantom redeemed Hydra. Oh, well now I have to fucking find a. Here's a hydrate from 4 months ago. If I reject this, do you get it back? Did you get it? Oh. Why? It's just dated wrong. No, for some reason it starts at 5 months, at 6 months, and I have to keep clicking sideways to get to the more recent ones because they've not technically been completed. Why do I need to complete them? What does that mean? I got points back. Great. Okay, I'm just gonna hit complete all then. Fuck it. Now they're gone. No. Wonderful. No autocomplete is created. I don't fucking know how this works. Can you tell? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just a raccoon. No, it's fine. They got their hydrates back. It's fine. It's fine. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Wonderful. All right. All of the requests have now been completed. Oh, what are my... No, one person said, I am not a minor. I am 18. In their unban request. I don't believe you. If I banned you for being a minor, you definitely said something that made every single person in chat think that you were a minor. You know? I don't ban very many people. I'm pretty chill with my ban button, you know? I will ban you if you're annoying. I will ban you if you're coming in and talking about random shit that has nothing to do with stream. Maybe he was talking about his job. No, I think the last person I banned that for being underage was because they were talking about their high school classes and how they were really excited about starting the next grade or something, you know? They're probably 18 after waiting so long to get their unban request. I don't know. Look, I'm sorry if you're talking about how you're in high school. If you're talking about being in high school, even if you're 18, if you're still in high school, I don't know. You're still a minor to me. I know you're not technically minor, but just no. No, you can't drink alcohol yet. No. No. Look, this isn't even for you. This is I don't feel comfortable with you, and I don't feel comfortable with you here, okay? I don't feel comfortable. You're scary. You scare me. I don't want you. You might start like 6-7ing or something. If they're not being rude, I'll let it pass. I don't. It's in my rules. Lol, 17 is scary. Look, you're in high school? High schoolers are scary. I'm scared of high schoolers. I'm scared of high schoolers. I was terrifying in high school, and I was a fucking weeb, okay? A fuck ass, cringe ass, chuny weeb, alright? High schoolers would be scary. She doesn't want to catch a case or get canceled. Honestly, I don't give a fuck about either of those things. I just don't feel comfortable around children. Look. This is my safe space, thank you very much. No one's safe space but mine, apparently, because y'all have to listen to whatever random shit comes out of my mouth. But I wish to be marked safe from children. Those are scary. Did anyone else have dreams or nightmares of having to resit high school? I've never had a school nightmare, like a school-specific nightmare. I've had nightmares that have taken place in school, but I've never had a nightmare that's been about school. You know, like taking tests or going to classes or anything like that. But like school, like in a school, sure, but like at school, no. Yes. Waverly! I don't have any water! Stop! Reject. My brother tells me of his dreams like that, being late for an exam. I mean, I told you guys that like one of the reoccurring stress dreams I get is being a server. I get stress dreams about being a server. And I haven't been a server in a long fucking time. I was a server in uni. So I guess it's like comparable, you know? Like a job that I haven't had in a really long time. And yeah, the job that's still waiting. Yeah. Oh god, I get some fuck-ass stressful dreams about fucking being a server. Oh my god. I had nightmares of phones ringing off the hook. No, like, even, like, relatively recently. I've had dreams where, like, I show up to eat, and they're like, holy fuck, thank God you're here. We have been trying to contact you for, like, a decade. Like, fucking, it's so busy tonight. Like, just start. This is your section. And I don't question it, and I just start working, and it's so stressful because I don't fucking know the POS system anymore. I don't know what the table numbers are anymore. Like, what the fuck is the menu? And it's so stressful. But like, I just like go right back into it. I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry, and then I have to figure out how to quit. But like, it's really hard figuring out how to quit if you think you've been letting someone down for a decade. And then I realize I'm like, A, this is a stress dream. B, this is just this is just my I feel the people pleaser-ness coming on out. It's a fucking trauma dream. You know? It's like, how to figure out how to quit. Well, I quit is pretty easy. No, but then you're letting people down because they've been waiting for you for 10 years for you to come to work and do your job, and you've not done it. And now you've finally shown up and you're doing a shit job at it. And if you quit right away, like, they've been waiting for no reason, so you Anyway, it's a very recurring nightmare. It happens a couple of times a year when I'm stressed, generally speaking. That's the go-to dream my brain has. I had nightmares of a stalling car when I was learning to drive. Oof, that sucks. I have usually like reoccurring places in dreams a lot of the time. Like, whenever there's a chase scene, even if it's like just me running, the scaffolding from Prince of Egypt is a reoccurring place. I just know it's that particular scaffolding, you know? It has the brain vibes of the scaffolding from Prince of Egypt. My elementary school sometimes appears randomly, but generally that one is only if I get like one particular dream. And that dream doesn't happen very often anymore. It's a dream I used to have a lot when I was a kid. That is just a really weird dream that I believe I've talked about it before. Specifically, that there's like a witch, and the witch gives everyone pudding, and it's addictive, delicious pudding that also essentially it Violet Beauregards you. It turns you into a blimp, you know? It's pudding that is addictive. It's crack cocaine, but also it makes you really fat, and then all of the kids can't get out of the school because we're all round and we don't fit through the doors anymore, but we still want pudding. And then there's a giant pool, and we all get pushed into the pool, and we all keep eating pudding, and then we're all very large children in the bottom of a pool eating pudding, and we can't leave the pool because now we're all crushed together in the bottom of the pool, and then we slowly drown in pudding. Yeah, that was a fucking reoccurring dream for a while. Don't know what the fucking meaning of that dream is, honestly. But it existed. I'd watch this horror movie out. This is just the shit that my brain does, alright? That one hasn't really popped up in a really long time, but that was a reoccurring dream that I had when I was in school. That's way too much information. What, the witch with the magical weight gain addictive crack pudding, question mark? Could be a decent B-movie plot. Oh, Children of the Corn Syrup. Oh no. Fat phobia much, Pekoe? No, because like that's the thing is like I didn't give a fuck. I wanted the pudding. Probably gonna have it again now that you front loaded it. Sure, yeah. There's nothing wrong with that dream other than like we die, but it doesn't like hurt. It's delicious pudding. I wouldn't classify that one as a bad dream. That's just a reoccurring thing that happened, you know? It's great. I just get a dream about eating a butt ton of pudding. It's wonderful. Who doesn't like a good pudding? I have not watched The Odyssey yet. No, I have not. Wakes up, not a bad way to go. Yeah, essentially, right? It's like, wonderful. You've died from eating so much delicious crack cocaine pudding. Yeah, that's fine. That sounds like a wonderful way to go. You know? It sounds like a Junji Ito story. Yeah, where the children, yeah, the ice cream, yeah, for sure. No, that sounds painful, but you wouldn't know it's painful. You're too absorbed in the pudding. That's the point. Only disappointment is you die, you can't eat more crack pudding. Exactly. But it's fine, because you drown in crack pudding. So, like, honestly, you probably don't even know, you know? I'm too tired. Just go to bed, Waverly. If you're tired, just go to bed. Go bed. I see you Wednesday. Go bed. Fitting title as well, Ice Cream. Yeah, Junji Ito stories, man. They're fucking wonderful. Wonderful. Why would you waste money on that? I mean, I like old school stories and stuff. I don't know, The Odyssey is fun. You know what I would really like? I would really, really like someone to make a movie of Antigone. I would love someone to try to make Antigone. I think that would be fun. I think that would be a great time. But probably it'll never happen because it's not like an epic in the same way like The Odyssey is an epic, you know? It's like it's a sad, you know? It's most people are not gonna want to go watch Antigone. But like The Odyssey is like a story that most people are vaguely aware of, right? They have like some knowledge of like what's going on and the sort of things that are happening, right? And it is like, it's an adventure. right? It's a long adventure, but it's an adventure, right? You're following the story of like, I mean, it's an epic tale. It's a well-known epic tale for a reason. It's wonderful. It's not good, just being honest. Yeah, I've heard mixed reviews. I've heard some people say that they enjoyed it, and some people, yeah, say it would have been nice if it was more lore accurate. Yes. So that's the thing, is like, there's a lot of people who are like, it's a good movie, but like, usually those are the people who don't know a ton about the Odyssey. So like, if I go see it, I'm going to go into it with, you know, the idea of, this is a movie inspired lightly by the Odyssey. You know? Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. You know, I wouldn't go into it like hoping for like a realistic remake of the Odyssey sort of idea. It's reinterpretation. Yeah, exactly. Go into it like it's the movie 300. Yeah. No, that's the thing. I wouldn't be going into it expecting like a perfect remake of the Odyssey. I would be going into it, if I went to see it, as like, is this an entertaining movie? Right? And to be fair, that is also just kind of how I go into most movies. It's just like, is it entertaining? You know? How to see this, how to see that. Maybe you ought to see a therapist. Every single person in that story needs to see a therapist, but to be fair, it is a Greek tale, and just about every single person in the majority of Greek tales need to see a therapist. They need to see a therapist. They need to see a therapist. They need to see a therapist. Jesus fuck, they all need to see a therapist. Epic the Musical. I love that musical. I love the music is so good, man. It's so good. Ugh. Sometimes it's a matter of expectation. Yeah. Some movies I kind of hate just because of expectation beforehand. Yes. I learned that going into the fucking Harry Potter movies because I was a really big Potterhead. I really liked Harry Potter. I grew up with it, so that makes sense. It was like the one like non-anime thing that held a fandom for me for a very, very long period of time, and I fucking hated the movies. I went to every single one of them. I fucking hated them. They pissed me off. There were so many inconsistencies with the books. Oh my god. The fucking... And that's how I learned, don't go into movies expecting that they are going to be remakes of the thing that they are based on. So I'm just dislike, oh my god, there were so many things that were so fucking incorrect. Without the books, they were great. Yeah, and that's the thing, is like, as standalone movies, they are not bad movies. But when I went to see them, I was going in specifically as a huge fan of the original context that these characters, that the story, that this world was built in. Going back, those were really poorly written books. Oh my fucking god, they were really poorly written books. But created a world and a fantasy that I was super, super involved in for a very long time. Oh, Black Snape. I just saw Black Snape. Look, I don't give a fuck who you want to cast as what, but that is the one casting decision that changes a lot. It changes a lot about the story. No hate to black folks, but why though? No, but that's the thing, is they literally could have made any other character black and it wouldn't have mattered. The problem specifically is that they made Snape black. Because Snape is the entire time bullied for what he looks like. He's a half-blood. He gets mocked all the time.
he's looked down upon, even by Dumbledore. He doesn't get the job that he wants. He's always looked over for people who are not good at what they do. He's literally hung upside down from a tree at one point. It makes Harry's dad not just a bully. You know? There's a lot with that character in particular that makes it really, really bad that they have made Snape black. It makes every character around him take on a very different light. Changing that particular character in that way. There's a lot that could go wrong. They're gonna have to be really, really careful with the way that they use that character, which means that they're going to have to change a lot of the source material. Not that that is wrong, but it's gonna be... They're gonna need to do a lot of wiggling, you know? Yeah. Again, I think that they could have made any other character black, and it would have been fine. Would have been fine. Hi, spontaneous male pregnancy. Hello. Right? Like, they could have... McGonagall? Sure. Does it really make sense? No, but it is what it is. Fuck, go for it. It doesn't change the character, you know? It doesn't change the character. Make Hermione black? Sure. One of her defining characteristics is she's got really, really unwieldy curly hair. Sure. Whatever. You know? Make Dumbledore black? Sure. Whatever. Whatever. I mean, his brother being a goat fucker might be a little odd, but like, sure. You know, but like, it's that particular character is a problem. I think it's literally quite possibly the worst character they could have picked to change to any race other than being just like a really pasty white guy. Because yeah, it causes a lot of changes in the background, but like, you know, it is what it is, I guess. It is what it is. It's fine, whatever. Yeah, I obviously have feelings about that. Will I even watch the show? Probably not, because I'm really not into Harry Potter anymore. It used to be a huge part of my life, but like, it's really not. Like, I don't really care anymore at this point. And Alan Rickman was the one actor that I actually followed, other than like usually I'm like, oh, they were good in that movie. I don't fucking know their name, but they were good in that thing. But like, Alan Rickman was like, I actually like quite enjoyed him as an actor. So like, you know, can't we just let Harry be white man story? It's 20th century magical England, which is historically, culturally, canonically white. I mean, to be fair, England did like colonize a lot of other places, so it's not overly odd that there are people of color in the storyline. Because there are canonically people of color in the storyline. Like fucking Cho Chang. The thing is, you know that they're people of color because they've got really racist names. Just real stereotypical names, you know? But like, to be, like, honestly, I don't think that it matters. For most characters, what the fuck you're gonna be. But there are some characters where it really, 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 really fucking matters. And Snape happens to be one of them. You know? Have a good night, Green. Have a good night. Have a good night. Have a good night. Have a good night. Why are we summoning Cho Chang on a Thursday? Look, it is what it is, okay? It is what it is. Fucking Cho Chang. Yeah. I've seen a lot of memes of J.K. Rowling's interesting naming conventions. They're fucking terrible, man. Yeah. Yeah, It is what it is. There's a big Stargate revival canned by Amazon for being too authentic to the original, not modern enough. I know. I'm really mad about that. I was really excited about more Stargate. I'm like kind of tempted to just go back and like watch a lot of the old Stargate. Like that could be fun. There's so much old shit that I just want to watch, man. So good. There's a petition to try to get someone else to pick it up. They canned it because fans would like it, which is so stupid. Why would you do that? Stargate watch along when? Yeah. There's a lot of things that I want to watch along. There's so much that I want to watch along. I started rewatching Stargate because the revival's so sad, right, man? Should be on Netflix nowadays. Ooh, yes, I'll have to go. Miss Stargate, I remember watching that at the cabin when it was raining. Yes, yes, Stargate is wonderful. I have not done the Galaxy Quest watch along yet. No. I will do that soon. That is the next one on the list. I do really want to watch that with everyone. I think Amazon and Sony have a boner for tax cutoffs via failure. Ugh. Stupid. Why would you pick up like something that is like a classic if you like what do you mean? It's a classic. Why would you think that it would be a tax right? No, it's just not gonna be a failure. We're not gonna let that be a failure. Fuck you. It's like if someone were to like get like, I don't know, like fucking Firefly. Like even if it's shit, the fans would be like, all right, well, we gotta at least watch it. We gotta get them to get their money back. Otherwise, no one will ever touch it again. And even though this version is shit, maybe the next one won't be. You know? Star Trek also going through this. Man, if you're not gonna take a classic and, like, do it well, like, what the fuck is the point, you know? I kind of think they needed to do a reboot. Humans became way too powerful by the end. Yeah. Joss Whedon has fallen from grace, at least, so Firefly is safe. Yeah, but Firefly is great, you know. I do enjoy a good... Firefly is fun. I'm curious about how they're gonna handle the power level thing. Yeah, we'll fucking see. I don't know. That's the thing, is there's so much like really good, like, I don't know. Am I biased? Absolutely. I very much think that like a lot of the sci-fi shows that I have seen that are like old hat, like orange sci-fi. I think that was the best sci-fi. I think that was the best sci-fi because it was like, you know, it takes itself seriously, but it's a little cheesy and the effects are kind of shit. But like that's what makes it like good, you know. Although I have watched one sci-fi, not a show, but a movie lately that I really liked. I really liked it. Which is, it's Project Hail Mary. If you've watched that movie, it's fucking wonderful. I highly recommend it if you have not seen it already. It was not at all what I went in blind, because I mean, I go into everything I watch blind, generally speaking. It was not what I was expecting it to be. If you have not seen it, I highly recommend it. Honestly, it made me feel things. I watched it because of Ryan Gosling, but I really enjoyed it. Yeah, no, it was I cried. Yes, I fucking sobbed. It was so... Anyway, to be fair, you know, to each their own. Some people will probably not like it as much. Some people will think it's just the fucking best thing since sliced bread. But yeah, I very much enjoyed it. I thought it was quite a good, like, fun piece of sci-fi that... I feel like there's a lot of sci-fi, you know, there's a sort of like whimsicality that a lot of it these days misses. For some reason, a lot of sci-fi nowadays, it's like sci-fi horror. And I'm like, that's fine, you know, because like space can be scary. But like, you don't really see like old school whimsicality in sci-fi the same way that, you know, that we kind of grew up with it. Yeah, well, you saw easy. You're not wrong, okay? I was talking about this with another VTuber girly, because we were trying to convince another girl to watch it as well. And she was like, yeah, I almost cried. And I just was like, what do you mean you almost cried? What do you mean you almost cried? Because this is like a really cute, soft baby girl type of VTuber. And so she was like, I almost cried. And I was like, what? Almost my ass. I was fucking dying. But it is what it is. Whatever. Have a good night, Waverly. Have a good night. Have a good night. Current sci-fi misses on the whimsy. Not all of it, but I find that a lot of sci-fi nowadays misses on like some of the just like the fun whimsical touches that sci-fi used to have. But to be fair, that very much just could be that I'm not really a horror person, and a lot of sci-fi that I've seen lately has been like horror-esque or has horror vibes sort of idea. Yeah. I feel like 1920 to 2010 sci-fi was founded on the popular novels and stories of the previous decade, and modern sci-fi lacks that foundation to some extent. Yeah, absolutely. They overuse special effects, that too. I've not actually seen Iron Lung yet. I wanted to go see it whilst it was still in theater, and then I didn't leave my house. So no, I have not seen it yet. It is on my very long list of things that I would like to watch at some point, but I have not actually seen it. No. Disclosure Day is a good recent sci-fi film. Disclosure Day. That sounds really familiar. Oh, okay. It's like recent. Okay, that's why I okay. It's like in theaters recent. Cool. Well, I'll look forward to that when it comes out in not theaters then. Cause I do really like sci-fi. I would say that when it comes to watching like real people stuff, I prefer sci-fi. Like I think that that's probably my preferred medium of like my preferred genre. That's the word I'm looking for. I would say that is very much my preferred genre in terms of like real people, like movies and shows and stuff, like not animated. When it comes to animated, I still like sci-fi, but sci-fi and fantasy both. And when it comes to reading, I tend to prefer fantasy. Or horror. Yeah. You know, it is what it is. Yeah. But they're all good. You know, I'll still read or watch things even if it's not necessarily something that I would say is like my favorite. You know? Yeah. You like sci-fi? I think it's fun. I mean, I grew up with like Star Wars. My dad was big into Star Wars. I watched, oh god, what's the fucking... I've talked about this one multiple times. The fucking... What, the English ripoff of Macross. I always fucking forget the name. Anyway, Robotech, thank you. Robotech, yeah. I watched all of Robotech when I was a kid because my half-uncle had the entire thing on VHS, so every time I went to my Opa's place, I would watch all of Robotech. What's Macross? What do you mean? What do you mean, what's Macross? Wonderful sci-fi anime that is all about deculture. Yes. VHS, you're dating yourself again. No, I'm not! It's a totally normal thing to have VHSs of a show in your grandpa's place. It's fine. Yeah, it's peak is what it is. Yeah. I forgot about Robotech. Yeah. It was... I think that Robotech was my first animated venture into sci-fi-y things, you know. Yeah. Okay, required to go watch both Macross and Robotech. They are old. Macross has a lot of seasons, and there are more modern ones. And there's like a through line in all of them. I have watched all of them, and I do enjoy all of them. Cheryl Gnome is still a fucking god, and I always have that stupid fucking... Anyway, I just consistently got random songs from Macross stuck in my head. It is what it is. But yeah, it's a good time. But yeah, I grew up with like that and Star Wars and eventually Stargate. I didn't watch a ton of Star Trek, honestly. That was never really what the family was. Wasn't Robotech basically a US version of 3 separate animes? Yeah, they just kind of shoved them together. I watched a lot of like Gundam, Outlaw Star, absolutely Outlaw Star, some old like Gundam stuff, and Code Geass, I guess nowadays is probably considered older as well. Oh, fucking kill me, it's fine, whatever. But yeah, it's a good fun time, good fun time. On that note, though, it do be 4:20 in the morning, and I did kind of want I originally kind of wanted to go to bed before 4 in the morning. That obviously did not happen. I got sidetracked. Woohoo! Yay! Alt Noah 0. Yes. Anyway, yeah. Yes. I know, you told me. Okay, I'm the bad one. I know I was supposed to go to bed, but I didn't. It's my own fault. I know. I just like yapping. I like talking to you guys, okay? I like talking to you guys. All Noise Zero started great, poor second half. Yeah, it is the case with many anime, sadly. Didn't mean to stay up this late. Me and you both, Smokey Joe. It's fine. It is what it is. You can sleep during the manicure. I don't think that's how those work. I don't know if that's how those work, but I feel like that's not how those work, All right. Rest is important. I mean, usually I get enough, but I have to get up early tomorrow for an appointment that I thought I canceled that I apparently fucking did not. Don't forget to get blue. You'll love me if I'm blue, right? You would love me if I'm blue, right? Right. Alright, thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out. Let's see who is around. I think I saw Roro live whilst I was booping about. Where did my raid menu go? Oh my god. There it is. As I was trying to figure out how to restore points, I moved a bunch of stuff around that I did not want to move around. Okay, Roro. Nope, I have to use her full name on Twitch. Hirano. It's so weird. It's like using the full name for your wife just feels wrong. It feels incorrect. Her name is Roro, and I have to fucking type in Hirano Kokoro. And yes, I am gonna say it like that. I know that that's not how you pronounce her name, okay? I know that you're not supposed to Hirano Kokoro. But like, that's how I'm gonna fucking do this, fine, whatever. But yeah, we haven't raided Roro in a little bit, and she is one of my wives, and I don't often get to see her anymore, and I miss her. She is, once again, for the 12 millionth time, playing balloons. Do I understand balloons at all? I know it's a tower defense game. I know my wife really likes it, so like it is what it is. But please do give her some love, and we're gonna raid into her. Please give her some love. She is very cute. She is very wonderful, and I love her to bits and pieces. And she's an incredibly hard worker who deserves the world. But yes, please give her some love, and I will see you guys on Wednesday. I'll see you on Wednesday before I head to Off-Kai. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Whee!
Bye.